from J David Ramsey Stadium on the campus of Bear River High School. Touchdown Productions, beginning our 14th season of local high school sports television, is proud to present Bear River Bruin football. Tonight, in a must-win situation, your Bear River Bruins take on their PVL defending champion, the Lincoln Zebras. It's a key PVL matchup, and all the football action begins right here, right now. It's the NorCal Game of the Week. The Bear River Bruins come home and play in front of the Bruin faithful under threatening and rainy October skies as they welcome the Zebras from Lincoln High School. Good evening, football fans, wherever you are across our worldwide audience. This is Marty Mortensen, the voice of Bear River football, joined by Rick Ellwood. Our producer-director tonight in the Commander 2 is Gilbert M. Dominguez, and of course, he is joined by the rest of the Touchdown Production sports team who have their wet weather gear on for tonight's contest against these fine Lincoln Zebras.
It's been quite a season, Marty, for the Bear River Bruins. Certainly, if you wrote this script for a Hollywood movie, you might not even believe it. But though it's all the Bruins have made great strides so far this year, they're 1-1 in PVL action with another must-win important game here tonight.
And meanwhile, the Zebras find themselves also at 1-1 in the PVL and will try and rebound from their 62-20 thumping they took last week against the Placer-Hillman.
Marty, maybe the Placer-Hillman were looking to get some revenge from last season's loss to the Zebras, which cost them the PVL title. But now both of these clubs must win tonight to keep their hopes alive for the PVL championship as two of the top teams.
Yeah, and Rick, I'd like to point out that Placer is playing Colfax tonight in a battle of the two remaining undefeated teams in the PVL. A win here will be very huge for both of these teams. Then Lincoln will play Colfax next week, while Bear River will wait to play the Falcons on November 5th. So sit back and relax for the next 3 hours. We present Bear River football on Comcast Channel 11, Suddenlink Channel 16, ACTV Channel 20 in Auburn, and of course around the world at NevadaCountyTV.org. And while the teams continue to warm up, we'll remind you that you're watching exclusive coverage of Bear River football right here on the Touchdown Production Sports Network.
John Sievert has over 20 years of experience with the human body. As a clinical expert in manual therapy, John knows how to help your body repair itself and is dedicated to making you whole again. Whether it's sports injuries or rehabilitation, Sievert Physical Therapy accepts most insurance plans and is located near the fairgrounds. John Sievert is proud to donate his time as a physical trainer for the Bear River Bruin football program.
Mike Bratton is the neighbor you can count on for your most important insurance decisions, 24 hours a day.
The first step begins with a phone call. Hi, I'm Mike Bratton, your good neighbor State Farm agent, and I look forward to hearing from you. Since 1984, my team and I have been educating clients and developing long-term relationships through personalized and professional guidance on their insurance programs. We will put you in the driver's seat and strive to enhance each encounter you have with us.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The Painter family's been feeding Nevada County since 1959, and October marks 51 years serving you. SPD Market is proud to be the only IGA family-owned and operated market in the area. You're sure to see your friends and neighbors in Grass Valley or Nevada City. You can trust that in these tough economic times, SPD will continue to offer you the best value and contribute to the welfare of our community. SPD, a hometown proud IGA market.
Gold and silver are more important as a part of your investment portfolio more now than ever before. There's inflationary pressures. China alone could push the gold price more than double from $1,000 to $2,000 an ounce. Hi, my name is Jason Hommel and welcome to the JH Mint. Here at the JH Mint we have all sorts of gold and silver. We have about 200 ounces of gold. We have about 20,000 ounces of silver or more in stock. We also assay or scrap gold jewelry and placer gold, and we will be here for all of your gold and silver investing needs Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
B&C is your neighborhood home and garden center for both builders and consumers. They carry everything you need. In their garden center, you'll find a complete nursery along with expert advice on trees, shrubs, perennials, and garden enhancements. They're open 7:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday and 8 to 5 on Sunday. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center in the Fowler Center, Grass Valley.
Well, welcome back to a rainy evening here at Lake of the Pines as the rain continues to fall, and we'll take a look, Rick, at the Pioneer Valley League standings here.
Well, Placer certainly has shown the last 2 weeks. We played them 2 weeks ago up at their home field, and then they handed a pretty tough loss, or hammered Lincoln last week, 66-20. So Placer certainly leading at 2-0 in the PVL and 6-1 overall, and then Colfax at 2-0, 5-2 overall. Three teams now at 5-2 with Colfax, Lincoln, and Bear River. So Bear River and Lincoln both 5-2. Interesting scenario here. Bear River 3-0 at home, and Lincoln has 3-0 on the road. So somebody's going to lose that contest tonight of being undefeated either on the road or at home, and then switch it over to the Sierra Foothill League. So go ahead, Marty.
So let's take a look here at the Sierra Foothill League. It's Roseville and Granite Bay, the two top teams so far this year at 2-0 and 5-2 overall, followed by Rockland and Del Oro at 1-1. And then Nevada Union with a tough loss their first two games, 0-2, 4-3 overall, and Wood Creek 0-2, 4-3. So that is one of the toughest leagues around the area here. And so look for some exciting things coming out of the SFL this year. All right, we'd like to remind you that you're watching exclusive coverage of Bear River football right here on the Touchdown Productions Sports Network.
Living in Nevada County means living with trees. Hi, my name is John Pay. Our family has had property on Banner Mountain for the last 60 years. For the last 15 years, our property has been taken care of by Amancio Gutierrez. I highly recommend Amancio if you have trees that need climbing, if you have brush that needs clearing, if you have a fire danger, 305-0012. Thank you.
It's Roadhouse food from around the world at the old 5 Mile House on Highway 20, your 5-minute getaway. Fall is here, so it's time to enjoy the comfort inside the 5 Mile House with Oktoberfest. The taste of Germany includes Wiener Schnitzel, Sauerbraten, and Bratwurst, along with special events all month long. Get something for everyone at the old 5 Mile House, your 5-minute getaway.
Hi, my name's Mark from Swayze's Public Wholesale at 140 East McKnight Way. At Swayze's, we have all kinds of automotive tools. We have all kinds of fasteners, 3 different pitches of metrics. We have safety equipment. And don't forget our glove world. We carry over 600 styles of gloves. If your canopy was damaged this winter, we have all the parts and supplies to fix and repair it or expand it. It's Swayze's Public Wholesale. We have everything you need for everything you do. Open every day, 8 to 5 on the weekdays, open till 4 on the weekends.
Welcome to Grass Valley Glass, family owned and operated by the Stallman family since 1989. Grass Valley Glass is your local expert in the repair of single and dual pane windows. And don't forget about your auto, truck, or motorhome. Grass Valley Glass also offers same-day repair or replacement on all your auto glass needs, and we work with all insurance companies. Remember, if it's glass, it's Grass Valley Glass.
Walker's Office Supplies. Mike Anderson and his family at Walker's Office Supplies specialize in ways to make your business and home become more efficient. They carry thousands of products, from printering to pencils. You can shop in the store, order over the phone, or on the net at walkersgv.com, and they'll deliver it usually in just one day. Walker's Office Supplies, 535 Main Street in Grass Valley.
All-Phase Solar Heating and Air Conditioning. All-Phase has been serving Nevada County and Placer County customers since 1995 and is now a certified Bryant Premier Dealer. All-Phase meets the highest performance standards in the business. They are fully qualified to help you select the comfort system that best fits your home and your budget. Wouldn't it be great to come home to a warm house tonight? Their trained technicians are at your service from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday at All Phase Solar Heating and Air Conditioning.
Your car or truck is an extension of your personality. Chuck Cavros knows this, so Top This delivers truck and auto attitude every day with in-store displays featuring thousands of products from WeatherGuard, DZ, bracket truck racks, along with a large selection of aftermarket performance products, all from the top manufacturers. So give your car or truck the attitude it deserves at Top This Truck and Auto Accessories. Bob and Kurt Pinkham have been serving your carpet needs in Grass Valley since 1977. That's over 50 years of experience. Their new 3,500 square foot showroom is stuffed with the latest designs in carpet, vinyl, hardwood, and ceramic tile flooring products from all the top manufacturers. With many products in stock in their huge 3,500 square foot warehouse. It's Bob's Discount Carpet in Grass Valley. The Hauser family reminds you if it's round, rubber, and it rolls, then you're sure to find it at Plaza Tire and Auto Service. From regular car and truck tires to small specialty tires for your trailers and golf carts, you can trust Plaza Tire has the tire for you. They stake their reputations on it every day. Plaza Tire and Auto Service. Auto repair done on your schedule, not theirs, in Penn Valley, Nevada City, and in Colfax.
Hi, I'm Dawn Whitmore, branch manager at Adecco Grass Valley. Adecco is a full-service human resources provider.
I'm Autumn Payne, your staffing consultant here at Adecco. If you're an employer, we have the perfect workers for you.
I'm Lisa Harkey, senior staffing consultant here at Adecco. We know the economy's still tight, but we're here to help you find employment.
We look forward to serving you.
And by Touchdown Productions, celebrating our 14th season of local sports television. This is Marty Mortensen along with Rick Ellwood saying thank you for tuning in, and be sure to follow Touchdown Productions on Facebook. That's right. You can now become a fan of Touchdown Productions on Facebook and log in for all the sports that we cover in the foothills. You can comment on our show and see clips of our telecast. It's all waiting for you at Touchdown Productions on Facebook. Log on, tune in, and become a fan of Touchdown Productions today. Well, Rick, there are the captains out on the field, and there are the two players holding on to the jersey of Justin Butler. As he goes out, the jersey goes out to every one of the games at the center of the field for the toss of the coin, and I think that's a nice little tribute.
Great tribute to a tragic loss of a fine young man who was just kind of coming into his own with his football career. So great to remember him, and they've dedicated the season to him, haven't they, the rest of the season?
Yeah, we'd like to point out that the JV tonight put on another fine show. They ran their record to 7-0, 43-15 over the Lincoln JV. And we're not about ready now for the playing of our national anthem. As you can look out on the field, and the clouds have dropped down with the rain shower, and it's going to be a wet and wild evening here tonight, Rick.
So much for the 1972 Albert Hammond song, "It Never Rains in California."
Yeah.
It certainly is tonight, and be a nice night for AstroTurf.
Sounds like they have a little. Rick's having a little trouble with the playing of the national anthem up in the booth. And don't ask me to follow up with a singing performance.
Should you and I sing it, Marty? What do you think?
I mean, thank you.
Gil, put those standings up for the PVL. I got a little carried away with a little bit of my running down and missed the rest of the standings here. But as I was talking about.
All right, here we go with the playing of our national anthem. Well, take a look at the Bear River crowd here tonight as the camera zooms in on the press box, and it's kind of a sparse crowd tonight. Normally the stands are packed. Of course, school was off this week, and that has always has a bearing on the size of the crowd. But you can see with the rain coming down and the umbrellas up and everything else, Rick, it's and the rain coming in sideways as the wind picks up. It's going to be a tough night out there for a passing game, but as I talked to Coach Logue and Coach Savoy, that they were saying it was going to be a run and run tonight on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, Marty, both teams like to run predominantly. Lincoln doesn't even like to throw the ball only when they get into deep trouble situations. So a tough night for Joey Reyna, the leading pass receiver from the first game who'd been out with an injury. Tough game for Joey to come back on a night when the ball's probably not going to be put in the air very often.
So here we go. Bear River will be defending the west goal. And they'll be kicking off. There's a short kick. Fair catch was called and then fumbled. So right away ran into a little bit of trouble handling that wet ball. And the Zebras on that short kick will start on their own 39-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
We saw a lot of that, Marty, as we were getting prepared for the JV game. The ball just kind of squirted out all over. So,
yeah, there's the rain coming down on the field. It's kind of a heavy mist, although it's not misting us very much. It's the wind's coming in on the side. Even though we've got a tent over our head, it's still a little cool and a little wet. So 1st and 10.
I think the second line of that song was, "But let me warn you, girl, it pours."
No kidding.
It pours. So
here come the Zebras. Handoff to the first man through, a big yard. He's going to pick up a first down, goes for about 12.
Could be beneficial for Lincoln tonight to not have to think about throwing the ball with the wet weather. They just kind of take it and hand it off inside and just dominate it on the first play for scrimmage to get 12 yards.
So Perkins up over center. Handoff again, trying to go over left guard and brought down in there by the John Cook from the Bear River defense, making that stop. That goes for a short gain.
That's Isaac Allen, the #1 running back for Lincoln. He and Oscar Fernandez kind of share the running attack. And
there's a handoff again, big hole. And coming up, and there's a fumble. And it's going to be recovered in there by Perkins. By the Zebras, it must have, he probably would have been down because of the ground caused the fumble. But it's a first down.
You know, Marty, I was thinking about that. That could be a tough night for the officials trying to determine if the ground's causing the fumble or if the ball's squirting out as the running back or possibly receivers going down to the ground. So that'll be interesting to watch as that develops tonight.
Yeah, they're running for him. They have a man in motion. Handoff to this. Oh, illegal procedure. That had a big potential on that one. That hole opened up big time.
Let's take a look at the fumble, see if we can see if Isaac Allen is down. Oh, it looks like the ball's coming loose. So it was a fumble. And good hustle by the Lincoln. Looks like one of the offensive linemen hustling downfield to recover that fumble. So it would have been a good opportunity for Bear River to pick up a loose ball there.
First and 15 now is procedure call.
Marty, it looks like it just cleared out there for some reason.
Well, don't bet too much on it. Perkins now over center. Handoff to the fullback. That's number 22, Isaac Allen, and that goes for a couple. Stopped by the front of Bear River line. That was Jimmy Bamberg on the tackle. He's having quite a season.
They put number 20, Bobby Humason, in motion, fake it to him, and then give it right up to the middle to Isaac Allen. So looks like their game plan is pretty clear. They want to go right at Bear River.
So 10-14 left in the first quarter. They continue to put the ball on the ground. And let's see, there's the first pass, and it's going to be caught, and a missed tackle, and he's going to get the 5, going in for a touchdown. Somebody missed a tackle out there, and had 2 men in the pattern and only had 1 defender.
It looked like the ball at one point, the way I was viewing it, the ball was going to be intercepted, and then if we can see it again, if we do have the replay, I think Isaac Allen reaches up and makes a one-handed catch, and then the defenders converge on each other, and he runs on into the end zone.
Was that Allen that caught that ball?
Yes, it was.
All right. So right away with 2 minutes off the clock, they march down the field and score. There's the snap. It's up and it's good. So quick 7-0.
Well, maybe it'll be a little reminiscent of the JV game where Lincoln got up quick 7-0, and then there were 36 unanswered points by Bear River.
That's right. But boy, that was. I think Bear River was looking for another run. There's your touchdown production scoreboard, showing that Lincoln Zebra's on top here with 7-0. Here's a replay of this, Rick.
So he fools us a little bit, fakes it, and he's going to go back and throw the ball when we thought they weren't going to throw much tonight. And looks like there's some defenders right in the area. And look, right there, Isaac Allen reaches up, one-handed, snags it, and the defender kind of in limbo there. Right. Didn't converge on Isaac, and he goes in, takes it into the end zone for a touchdown for Lincoln.
So the Zebras come out firing away on a pass on a pass play that I don't think Bear River was even looking for a pass on that. They were all set up for the run.
Boy, Marty, I think that's a great observation. It looked like they were crowding the line of scrimmage, and then the play action fake kind of sucked them in a little more, and Isaac just got open up, made a great catch,
He did, it was. Perfect throw and perfect catch. There's the kick. It's boomed on down. I'm taking it at the 5-yard line. And that's Hooter gets it on up to, let's see where they're going to spot it. About the 32-yard line. And Dolan Hooter. So now let's see what Bear River can do as James Harris comes in with the first play. As he sets the offense in the huddle, and let's see what Bear River's got up their sleeve. 2 backs in the backfield, I formation. Pitch back. Oh, and he's stopped right at the line of scrimmage. That play went nowhere.
So Lincoln responded a little bit the same way and crowding the line of scrimmage, putting what they call 8 men in the box, not afraid of the pass, and just stuffing the offensive line for Bear River and dropping Josh Toff for, what, a gain of 1.
So Talbot comes in with the play. Two-back set in motion. And there's a fumble, looks like. And let's see, but Bear River picked it up. So right away, Bear River is struggling on offense.
Looked like they might have had the right play called with Toft and Chris Talbot only covered by 1 defender out here on the left flank. So if Harris could have got the ball and had a chance to see him, might have made a nice play on a pass.
Chiardi comes in now with the play. Also, Talbot goes back out. No, they're confused. Let's see what they're going to do. If they're going to be able to get the play off. Shotgun formation, they do, and looking downfield, and caught, and then that was Talbot. A nice pass by Harris as he threw it where only Talbot could catch it.
It was 3rd and 12. Talbot runs up, takes his defender like he's going to go deep, and then breaks it off into a flag route. And on a night like tonight with the ball wet and heavy, a nice throw by James Harris and a good catch by Chris Talbot, who was out most of the first few games with a shoulder injury, but looks like he's filling in for Sowers.
Well, a couple of players in motion. The defense crowding the line, and they're, like you say, they're not afraid of the pass right now. They're going to have to change some of that offense up a little bit because they had 9 men on the line of scrimmage.
They're basically they're saying throw the ball. If you're going to beat us, you're going to beat us with the pass, but you're not going to beat us with the run because we're going to stuff the running play with 9 or 10 or 11 guys up on the line of scrimmage or close to, so crowding it.
Well, let's see if they put the ball in the air here, going back to pass, looking, but now he's going to change his mind and run. That's Harris. He's got the sideline. He jumps over one man coming over, number 34. That was Morgan, who ran and knocked him out of bounds. Harris leapfrogged over him and got all the way down to about the 26-yard line. 1st and 10, Bear River.
So an excellent play by Bear River. They set the formation up, looked like a passing formation with 2 wide receivers split out, and it's a quarterback draw. James just takes it back, sucks the line in, fakes it, and then it's a run all the way.
Yeah, right. That was designed
and,
run.
A good run by James, gets to the perimeter, tries to step over number 24, and nice tackle. So.
Okay, here's a handoff, big hole over the left tackle slot, gets down to about the 20-yard line. That is Cesar was the ball carrier. He picks up about 5 yards, almost 6, and it'll be 2nd down and 4. So Bear River on the move right here to try to answer that first touchdown by the Lincoln Zebras. Quick handoff, left. Oh man, that was the same play that went nowhere that time. Coming up and making that stop was number 43, Mafalio.
Good defensive, looked like they were stunting, looked like Chris Zimmer too, cutting up. Watch Zimmer just come in through a gap, number 13 here, or was that 43?
43, that was 43.
Okay.
Mafalio. A little late hit, but no call. Now Bear River comes up, 3rd down. Let's see what they have in their pocket. A pitch back, and it's a fumble, and the ball's on the ground. But that ball is slippery as it is, Rick. I don't know if I'd be pitching that ball all around the backfield.
I think that pitch, Marty, and that wraparound draw could be a little suspect here tonight.
Yeah.
So James Harris showing a little bit of frustration. Thought he had the pitch right into the hands of the running back, but the ball just doesn't have. The ball gets bigger and it gets heavier. So it's a much more difficult thing to tote on a night like tonight.
2 backs in the backfield behind Harris. Now he's rolling out, looking. He's got a man open. He's got him. He's at the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Bruins! That is Josh Toff on a rollout by Harris. And Bear River is on the scoreboard. Good blocking on the line up front.
Well, I wish we could see that again, but we don't have a replay on it. But watch, as Bear River rolls to the right on that, Marty, there was a pick that opened up for Josh Toft.
Looks like they might have jumped offside, but there was no flag. That kick was blocked. I was watching the line, and it looked like they jumped, and that is
good pressure.
Grady was Grady was petitioning the referee, but to no avail.
Why?
They're going to watch. Looks like they jumped before the ball was snapped. But
they're bringing everybody, and they just come right through, and they extend out. excellent point here on the block. If you'll notice, the defender goes to where the ball is in flight. He doesn't try to block the ball off the foot of the kicker, but he blocks it 2 or 3 yards ahead of the kicker while the ball's in flight. So pretty good special teams coaching there by the Lincoln Zebras to block that extra point. After a nice touchdown by Josh Toft, a good roll by James Harris. He gets open, and nice mix-up of plays by Bear River there, Marty.
That combination of runs, which did not materialize very much, but they will score that touchdown, and here comes the kick. It's going to be an onside kick, and Bear River wasn't even looking for that, and they might have it if it went 50 yards, and to the 50-yard line, and it didn't. No, it's going to be called back. I don't know what happened. Was that a shank?
It was. Well, they tried to drop that kick, Marty, into a little hole behind about the 15 or 20 yards, because as you know, it's got to go 10 on the kickoff to be eligible for a onside kick, and I think he just mishit it. And that's the same kickoff that they ran against Placer, and it ended up kind of biting them.
Yeah, let's see what.
So the kicker just kind of supposed to get it over.
Yeah.
The heads of the first line of the defenders, and it just doesn't travel 10 yards, so it's going to be a Lincoln ball. Bear River jumps on it at about an 8-yard kick, and
so they'll take it over on the Bear River 48-yard line. Good field position, and it looks like the rain has stopped a little bit here. That's nice. There is a run right up the middle. It picks up some pretty good yardage, maybe 5 yards on that carry. Stopped in there.
Well, the percentages, too, as you look at football statistics, when you have to travel 80 yards, it's about a 10-12% chance of you scoring. When you get a ball in the position Lincoln has it in, you put yourself in a hole defensively.
So there's a handoff, trying to go over a sweep to the right, and no place to go. Coming up, that was Huff again. That's his second, Huffman, I should say, made that stop, and that's the second stop in a row for him. So he's playing well here at the start of this ball game, Huffman.
Well, it's the first time we've seen Oscar Fernandez carry the ball, but the defense kind of responds and stacks it up, and Oscar just holds onto the ball as he's going down. His big number 54, Michael Mascari, hit him.
Handoff, trying to go up the middle. Mike open.
Get it up there, bud.
So fourth, should be fourth down to go into punt formation. Mike open. So back to receive, Bear River with two. And that ball shanks off the side of his foot and it goes out of bounds. Bear River will have good field position. So Rick, Bear River dodged a bullet right there as they gave the ball on their own 48-yard line. The Zebras couldn't move it. And so now Bear River has an opportunity with a pretty good field position. The ball should be placed down about the 25-yard line. And they should be on their way here again. Good field position for them.
Good point. They did dodge a bullet, and I'm a firm believer that you build the winning teams with a strong defense. So congratulations to Bear River's defense for stepping up and turning the ball over back to the offense.
Well, they do a double shift, and now here's a handoff and cuts it back up the middle and picks up several extra yards on that play. That was a good carry in there.
It's like Josh Toft again.
Yeah, Toft, the junior, 6 feet, 160 pounds. So they'll pick up to about 4.5.
So Marty, we're not seeing any of Sam Houston tonight. Do you know anything about his?
He got hurt last week, so he's suited up, but he might not get in the ball game tonight. There's a reverse going around, and he's got the first down and more, and he dives. That was Huter as he dove for the past the first down and got the ball all the way down to his own 40-yard line, looks like, where they'll spot it 1st and 10 for Bear River.
Well, well-designed play. It looks like Huter at 6'1", 180 just was hiding in the backfield and comes around the reverse, led by the blocking downfield. Number 12, Brandon Wooner, was out in front leading Huter.
So in motion is Toft. Quick pass out in the flat. He's got a blocker out there trying to turn it down the sideline, and he gets maybe a couple. That play just took a little extra time to develop. It was over to Reyna.
Well-designed play. Again, Toft in motion, setting himself up, and Reyna just steps back, kind of getting himself back into action after being out for 4 or 5 weeks with a slight break in the ankle, I guess it was. He told you he'd be back the week after, and you certainly knew better. It looks like he's limping a little bit, too.
So Bear River now, and it's that sweep again, and that goes nowhere. Maybe picked up a couple. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Again, trying to go to Huter on the reverse, and Joey Reyna trying to get a block out front. Looks like he's limping a little bit, Marty. I still don't think he's at 100% full speed here, after having 7 catches for 138 yards in the opening night's game against Cordova.
So another big 3rd down for Bear River. 2 backs in the backfield. Looking to pass. Right over the middle. Got a man wide open. He's at the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Bruins. Wooner. Big play there on 3rd and long.
Well, we saw Brandon Wooner a couple of weeks ago in his debut. He's one of the players that came out after the death of Justin Butler in tribute to Justin, and he's an impact player. Plays a little bit of tight end, plays a little bit of defensive lineman, and just kind of snuck out there. And James Harris, nice touch pass. Good run by Wooner for a touchdown.
Now, to see if Bear River's going to go for 2. Now they may have to call timeout because they're kind of messed up on there. Yeah, they're going to call a timeout. Take a look at that.
So split backs, and Harris just goes back. If you see, Wooner just sneaks out right around the linebacker, gets open, and it's a foot race, him and the safety. Good speed by Wooner. Outruns the
safety.
Outruns number 24 or 34, Tyler Morgan, into the end zone. Nice play, nice call.
Big touchdown. So that's Bear River's 2nd touchdown here in the first quarter. It looks like they're going to go for 2 on the extra point attempt. Who made the Bear River's first touchdown?
Boy, Marty, that was so long ago, I can't remember.
It wasn't that long ago. Oh, man.
I know Isaac Allen made it for Lincoln.
The Zebra. But the Bear River touchdown, I forgot to mark it down, and I can't remember who took it in. So it looks like they're lining up here now for 2. So they still look like got a full house backfield. Now they'll shift. Quick pass, and he caught it. A touch. That is a 2-point conversion. What a play that was! Man, that was Josh Toft. He tipped it twice, and then got it down about his waist, and then caught it just before it hit the ground as he hit the ground. That ball was a little bit high from Harris, but there's a 2-point conversion.
Harris had 2 choices there. Joey Reyna had broken open in the back of the end zone, and then Toft in the flat, and just a good athletic play by Josh, knocking the ball from his left hand to his right hand and into his belly for a 2-point conversion. So,
that was big.
Nice job by Josh Toft. Was it Dalen Huter on that first touchdown?
I thought it was. Yeah, I believe so. Now that
you got us racking our brain.
Right, yeah.
So we're going to take a look here at the replay of the touchdown. As Harris goes back, the back split and block, so give him plenty of protection. See at the top of your screen, Brandon Wooner just sneaks out there and then runs away from Tyler Morgan, the safety, who had kind of jumped on the play action and was a little bit out of position as Wooner broke open for the touchdown.
See where they're going to kick it this time. It's going to go to the middle of the field, and it's going to be taken with a fair catch.
Yeah, I think this is a good penalty call. He calls for a fair catch, and then Bear River hits him.
Yeah, but did he try to run with the ball?
We'll have to see what the referee calls.
That's where the Fighting Zeros will take over first and 10.
Did they throw a flag?
I thought I saw a flag on the field. Referees are having a little discussion. Looks like Bear River might be doing some clapping now.
Yeah, because once you signal for a fair catch, you cannot start to run with it.
Right, so there's no penalty.
No, they're going to mark the ball on their own 41-yard line. Zebras will take over with 1:25 left to go in this first quarter. 14-7. Quick handoff up the middle, and that goes for about 3.
So the last drive, for some reason, Lincoln decided to go to Oscar Fernandez on a couple of runs, and they lost 4 or 5 yards. Now the first play here, they go right back to Isaac and Isaac Allen, who was a big runner and catcher on the first drive by Lincoln.
So here comes Lincoln. Handoff again, and Bear River smells that one out. That goes for maybe a loss on that play. So that'll bring up 3rd down and long.
Again, trying to mix it up. They hand it off to number 20, Bobby Humiston, and Isaac Allen just kind of a decoy. So here we are in this situation, 3rd and 8, that Lincoln does not like, not being a high percentage passing team.
One back in motion, rolling out, looking, and it's going to be almost intercepted. Boy, good defensive play in there by Humiston as he kept that ball from being brought down. So once again, Bear River holds, and the Zebras will be forced to punt the ball.
Good defense. Way to respond again by Bear River. They get the ball back here in the probably the last play of the first quarter.
The punter is back about 15 yards. Good snap, and drops it down, and it's a kind of a line drive kick, and it's picked up, and he's got a lane all the way up the sideline. That is Huter again, and he cuts back inside. He's still on his feet, still going. He trying to get to the outside, stiff arms the man, and gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Boy, he's got to be out of gas.
He ran about.
Well, there's a flag going on something. They threw it on the bench, on the Lincoln Zebra bench, I think.
Well, I saw a flag down here.
Down over here, too.
Yeah, so it might have been a block in the back, but Dalen Huter ran about 120 yards to get 60 there.
Yeah, let's see, the clock ran out, so now the referees are discussing it on about the Zebra 35-yard line.
Boy, Marty, that was interesting.
Yeah.
Huter mishandled the ball originally, and then you saw the wall just open up here on the left-hand side, and he had just an entree, which looked like he was going to the end zone, and then he cut it back and then almost broke it again.
Let's see what the call is here. Oh, that's what it was.
Stay in the team boxes, this side and this side. I also have a block in the back during the run back. We'll go back 10 yards from that spot, and there'll be a 1st down.
Oh, okay. So both the coaches on both sides and the players on both sides went on past the 25-yard line, and that'll get you a warning every time. The next warning you get will kind of cost you some yardage.
How do you take away the enthusiasm of your team? Is one side's trying to stop it, and there's enthusiasm from Lincoln's side, and then from Bear River's side, watching Dalen almost break it 2 or 3 times. But I guess you got to keep it in the box. The first and third base coaches in baseball never stay in the box.
No, they don't. They never get flagged.
No, so
never see a yellow flag come out on them. So Bear River will take over in zebra territory. Instead of having the ball down on about the 25-yard line, they're going to have it. They're going to have it back on the 40.
Doesn't negate, Marty, the excellent special teams work by Bear River and a great run by Dalen Huter and the blocking by the Bear River special teams to set that up. But what a play.
Yeah, he had to run 100 yards easy. Cutting across the field, turning, sidestepping, stiff arming. I mean,
you're right, he was gassed.
So Bear River now takes over. 1st and 10, quick handoff, right side, big hole. Get down for 5 yards to the 40-yard line as we start this second quarter. Marty Mortensen along with Rick Ellwood saying thank you for joining us tonight as we're out here on this cold and wet and windy evening here at Lake of the Pines as Bear River now has come back with 14 unanswered points, and let's see if they can continue a drive into the end zone. 2 receivers way out to the left, but it was a quick handoff, and it goes for a first down.
I think it was number 5, Sam Houston, in there carrying the ball. Marty, I think he replaced Johnny Kossar, who had the carry earlier, and it might have been Sam Houston there on the first down carry.
That'll be good to get him back in the ball game.
He is such a tough, persistent runner with his legs that just keep driving. He is a big loss if they couldn't have him in the ball game.
So Bear River shuffling personnel in and out. See if they can get the play off before the called for delay of game. 2 backs in the backfield. In motion is Arena. Quick handoff up the middle, and that'll go for about 5 yards, maybe 4 or 5 yards as Bear River continues to grind it out on the ground with Josh Toff as having a great game tonight.
Nice job by Joey Reyna in motion, too, and then takes it off and just jumps right in the middle of the pile there and offers his body as a block for the running back.
The score is 14-7 for you folks watching at home.
It's warming up, Marty. The rain stopped, and
it's warming up,
like
all right.
Summer's back. I can feel my fingers.
Yeah. All right, 2 backs in the backfield. In motion is a Huter, and looking to pass downfield. Got a man wide open. Nice catch in there. That was number 12, Brandon Wooner, as he went up high. He's a player.
He's a kid. He's an athlete. He's same play they ran for the touchdown earlier, going into the other end zone. Brandon just kind of breaks away. Watch the replay here as he just kind of breaks to the outside, gets deeper than the linebacker, and there's a little opening there. Then he goes up and makes an athletic play here. Nice throw, nice catch, right behind the defender.
Bear River now on handoff with the full backfield, and they'll got about. That was Sam Houston on the ball carrier for a couple.
Good to see Sam back. I mean, I don't want to take playing time away from Johnny Kossar, who's doing a good job, the junior who's getting some playing time, but Sam is just a integral part to this Bear River offense and their success.
So now it's 2nd down and goal. They spread it out a little bit. Handoff. That's Toff. Oh, he's got an opening. If he can turn it up, and he does. The 5. Touchdown! Bear River. Josh Toff. Boy, that was quite a run there as Bear River comes up with 20 unanswered points. This is like it was at about 6 o'clock this evening as Bear River was scored on the JV, and then they ran off 36 straight points. Let's see, they're going to go for the extra point. There's a bad snap, and it's kicked, and it may be, is it good? Yes, it is. Nice recovery in there by the holder.
Yeah, his fingers have got to feel the same way as ours do a little bit.
There's your Touchdown Productions scoreboard. Bear River on top here in the with 9:26 left to go in this second quarter. It's 21-7. Take a look at the replay of this touchdown.
Just turn and hand it off to Toff. He takes it up inside, challenges the defensive end here inside, and boom, scoots it out to the outside, and it's a foot race to the corner of the end zone. Josh showing good speed. Number 36 for Lincoln, Justin Angler, takes a wrong angle, and Josh meets him to the end zone for a touchdown.
That looked like good blocking there by, it was either 52 or 53 by Seeley or Gibbons. I don't know who it was, but took out the defensive end, and that allowed Toff to get into the end zone.
And a good block. I saw Jason Grady, number 60, kind of leading the way there too. Yeah. So good job by the offensive line. And the benefactors are always the running backs.
They certainly are.
So let's watch this kickoff, which is suspect at best.
It's been a little shaky here. They'll be kicking with the wind at their back. Let's see. Okay, now they're going to kick it deep this time. It's going to go out of bounds. Oh, it stays in bounds, and it's picked up. Oh, and he touches it, and he touched it, and it went out of bounds on the 5-yard line. Boy, was that was a 30-yard extra penalty right there. I mean, it could have been.
Looks like a penalty flag here. It might have gone out of bounds before that, so the kickoff, then the ball would be at the 40, but the other referee showing it down there that it was touched first and then
out of bounds.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how this call goes.
Look, the Bear River's moving back, so they may be bringing that ball out to the 35-yard line.
The kick went out of bounds.
That's right, 35 in high school.
Team had the option of taking that to 35 or re-kick.
So they fool Lincoln here with taking the kick deep, and it does go out of bounds. It's not touched. So you see it rolls out of bounds right there. It's on the line, and then picked up by Lincoln. So they get the ball to 35 on another strange kickoff.
Yeah, it was. Okay, now rolling out on a broken play, and the quarterback just sits down as that he turned around to hand the ball off, and all three of his backs were heading for the sidelines.
That's where a quarterback goes, oops, and he turns around and sees big number 74, Garrett Jensen, right in his face, and he says, this guy's 6'4", 230. I think I'm going to just kind of sit down on a wet, cold evening, and Garrett run over the top of him.
So now timeout's being called by the Zebras. They got to regroup. They have, ever since that opening drive, they have not been able to put anything together, and then the defense hasn't been able to hold Bear River. So what looked like it was going to be a tough night for Bear River when the Lincoln marches down the field and scores in about 5 or 6 plays, and then the Bear River gets the ball, and the first 2 plays don't go anywhere, and they fumble, and the rain was coming down, the wind picked up, and then all of a sudden they complete a pass, they complete another pass, and then they're taken in for a touchdown, and the momentum of the game completely changed.
Boy, that's a magic word, Marty, that when momentum shifts, you can almost feel it on the sideline, either for or against you, and great call there that the momentum did shift. Bear River certainly taking advantage of it.
Because they had that third and about 8, and with the first 2 plays going absolutely nowhere, and they picked up that first down, and then they continued to drive down the field. One man in motion, rolling out, looking to pass. Trying to go, but he fumbles the ball, and it's still on the ground. I don't know what...
Everybody was scrambling for
around. Perkins, the quarterback, the ball was knocked out of his hands. Oh, they said he was down, I guess, on the... What line? Where I can't see the 23-yard line.
Tremendous pass rush against 2 in a row by Garrett Jensen. So he's feeling his oats, feeling pretty good on a cool evening.
See, this is what they didn't want to be in. They didn't want to be in 3rd and long. So now there's a quick handoff, and Bear River stuffs it right at the line of scrimmage. So that goes nowhere. They're going to be forced to punt into the wind. So Bear River should get good field position, Rick, as this game has really turned around since the opening kickoff was and drive by the Lincoln Zebras. The deep punt formation, good snap. There's the kick, good strong kick, and it's taken and fumbled and then fallen on. Boy, he had a lane too. That was Toft. No. Trevor McGee, number 25, the junior, he had a lane and just couldn't handle that wet ball.
Excellent job by the special teams in preparation and blocking by Bear River. And Trevor's we've seen him a couple times, once against Placer, have a tough time handling the punt, and this time able to recover it. At Placer, he wasn't. It was a big turning point in the game against the Hillman.
So now Bear River comes out on their own 47-yard line. Quick pitch back. And that went to Toft, and he's going to pick up about 4 yards.
So sticking with their game plan, they're not listening to us that the ball may be wet and a little bit difficult to toss. Because that toss is a much shorter toss to Toft, and it comes at him pretty quick. So good ball handling by Toft to get 3 or 4 yards.
Bamberg comes in the fullback position. Going out is Reyna, out far to the left. Oh, fumble, and Harris falls on it. He had no choice but to fall on that ball, Rick.
That's probably where a wet ball, the snap and the exchange between a center and quarterback, where the quarterback's got his hands up under the center, that's where the ball can slip probably much more easily than it can in a shotgun formation.
7-7 Placer and Colfax up in Colfax tonight. So Bear River now at 3rd and long, and now there's that option play again, and that's Harris. He's still on the move, and he's going to get a first down. 38-yard line. That is a design play.
As a quarterback draw, he goes back, sets up like he's going to throw. He even pulls his hands up like he's getting ready to release the football, and then he brings it down, finds a lane. It's almost like screen blocking, and good job by James Harris just following his blocking, tough running right up the middle for a first down.
See, they're going to wear him out. He runs for 11 yards, then he runs to the sideline for 20 yards, then he runs back out for another 20, and now he'll hand the ball off. Oh, that play didn't work. That was illegal procedure. That just didn't look good all the way around, did it, Rick?
No, I think you're right. I think I don't know if James might have lined up under the guard there, because your point is he's running back and forth after a 12-yard gain, and there they bring him to the sideline again. I'm thinking this era of wireless communications that we could get the signal to James, and Sam Houston going to come in.
So Houston comes in along with Harris. Going out is Huter. He's got 1 touchdown tonight, so now it'll be 1st and 15. Ball moved back to about the 38-yard line. Uh-oh, there was a movement, and they're going to throw a flag, and they'll stop the play. So that'll go back another 5 yards. So Bear River is moving backwards.
So, Marty, to your point, you said 1st and 15. I think it should be still 1st and 20 because
it will be.
Well, they're showing the line marker on the far side of the field showing 2nd down. So we've lost it down here somewhere because it is 1st down and 20 because they came right in after James Harris ran 12 for a first down. Yeah. So a little problem on the field. It should be 1st and 20.
Well, let's see what happens here now as Harris.
James saying something wrong with the ball. There's probably some dirt on it.
Now they're going to have to call a timeout.
He was signaling as he got over center and he looked down, and there was something wrong, like the ball might have had some dirt on it, or
well, that's going to cost them a timeout. But I've got to go. I think I'm with you. They didn't run a play, did they?
No,
at all?
They did not.
It was first down, and then they had
Harris kind of muffled
Oh no, he did. Didn't he? But still, they called the. I don't know. I can't remember. But they have it as second down. Maybe they're going to go check on it now. Let's see. They're switching balls, so Harris was right in that regard.
Well, I'm pretty good at counting. I was in Colorado when the University of Colorado got 5 downs to beat the University of Missouri.
I remember that game.
And I was watching that game, and I was sitting there going, I think it's 5th down. It's the year they went on and won the national championship, and that's still not been – that's still talked about every time Missouri and Colorado get a chance to play. But they're showing second down on the scoreboard, second down on the sideline. So we're not going to run down and get them to change it here.
No, I think it's we're up here and they're down there, and here we go. Harris over center, rolling out, keeping it, looking deep. Now he throws. He's got a man in the flat, but they're not going to call a flag on that. He looks like he tackled him a little bit earlier. That was intended for Wooner. So that'll bring up third down now.
Marty, I'm with you. As Harris rolled to the right, Wooner got into the flat, and then it looked like the defender just
tackled him.
Just got all over him. And the rule is he can't touch him once once the ball's in the air. So referees can't get the downs right. They can't get the plays right. What's going on? We need to get some striped shirts on you and I and get this thing taken care of.
Yeah, we'll get down there.
We'd be warmer.
Oh, I think so. Moving around. Okay, in shotgun formation now is Harris, and now it's. Oh boy, that they must have seen that on film someplace, because that could have been 6 points for the Zebras. That was who was cutting across the front? That was Reyna.
Joey Reyna cutting underneath for a little screen.
But the linebacker, he picked that one up right away. Number 30, I believe that was number 32 for.
32 or
Esparza, or the other big linebacker,
Anthony Latou.
So,
but
yeah, number 30.
Your point, they did see that on film. That was well schooled, well coached.
High snap, almost over his head. No rush, fortunately. And now the ball is fumbled, and the Bruins have got it, I think. Oh my goodness, that was a low line drive. Coming up with the ball. And that is number 54. That is Mascari, as the Bruins pick up a big break on that one. Mascari with that fumble recovery. That ball was almost snapped over the head of the punter, and it goes. He kicks a low line drive that could have been run back if it was handled properly, but then it was fumbled. Bear River picks it up, and now they'll have 1st and 10. Referees are conferring.
You're right, Marty. It looks like the ball is snapped over the kicker's
head. Look at that low line drive.
And then, boom, in a mush of players, it just Mascari recovers the fumble. So
there's a pitch out into the flat, and there's a big hole open over there. That looks like Toff. Let's see if it was. Yes, it was. It's going to go all the way down to about the 10-yard line. Bear River on the move here with 4:51 left. That looked like one of my top shots with my hybrid club. Man, that ball was a low. I thought maybe it might have hit one of the downfield defenders, offensive players on that because it was hit so low.
And if it would have hit a Bear River player on the punt, then it would be a muff. And Lincoln can attempt to recover it and can't lose it in a fumble.
Exactly. So. Here's a handoff. Houston on the carrier, and he maybe picks up a couple. Looks like Bear River can pick up a 1st down without getting a touchdown. And that'll bring up 3rd down. That was the entire right side of the Lincoln Zebra line made that stop.
Well, it looks like Bear River wants to go to the left, to the left, to the left. It may be time to turn around and go to the right here and challenge the left side of the defensive line for Lincoln.
That's the short side of the field, too, so this would be a good time to spread it out a little bit. Little mix-up in the backfield. Handoff. There it is, coming to the right side. He's on a sweep. He's got some, he could turn the corner and he dives into the end zone. That is Huter for the second touchdown of the night.
Looks like they're going to call him at the 1, Marty. Good call by you, but all of a sudden the ref came running up and looked like they're marking it to 1, but
well, that sure looked good from our angle, but as I watched it on the screen,
looked like touchdown all the way.
I thought he reached out and put it into the end zone.
But a good job by Bear River mixing it up and going to the right. And Huter getting to the corner and almost making it to the end zone. Good block by the wide receiver downfield. So
but didn't get the first down either. So let's see what they do here. Bamberg in the thing. There's a following over the right tackle, and I don't know where it gives this forward motion, but he may have gotten the first down. Coming up limping there is Wooner.
First carry for Jimmy Bamberg, and he does get the first down. A nice, tough inside run for 3 or 4 yards, so first and goal now.
He went right over the back of the right side of the line for his lineman.
Those linemen gotta hate that when they're driving somebody off and their head's in somebody's chest going forward. All of a sudden, ping off their back. So,
okay, full house backfield, handoff, and driving in low is Bamberg again. He goes in. Oh, he's going to come up short. Let's see what they do.
There's a flag on the field.
Flag on the field. Let's see if it looked like he got into the end zone, but
holding offense.
Holding.
Before the touchdown, we'll go back 10 yards and repeat first down.
It's like big number 75, Dave Baghetti, is holding his head a little bit, figuring it might have been him, but boy, that's tough when you bang it in there.
Yeah, exactly. 3:13 left to go in this half. The rain has stopped. The wind has died down a little bit. Temperature has dropped, and Bear River's on the move. That's tough to get a touchdown called back. They had a couple touchdowns called back at Placer. That's got to be a killer. I mean, it's just...
Well, it's hard enough to score the first time in
yeah.
percentages, and then you got to go back and do it again, especially first and goal.
There's a handoff to Bamberg again, and he's still driving. Look at this. Goes all the way down to the... Now there's another flag on the field. Let's see what they're going to call this time. Man, he drugged the whole pile with him.
So Jimmy says, hey, you're going to take one touchdown away from me. Give me the ball on the 15-yard line. I'm going in straight ahead. It looked like he was driving the pile in the end zone.
It'll be a 5-yard penalty from that spot, and we'll repeat the first down.
Oh, they aiding the runner. You can't. Yeah, you just can't do that.
That is a.
You don't see that very often.
That's an interesting call. So somebody was pushing behind Jimmy Bamberg, pushing him forward, but. Hey, when you're in a scrum like that, how do you not push somebody forward, or pull them forward because you're trying to get in the end zone?
That's right. Second and goal from about the 5-yard line. Let's see what what's in the playbook for this call. It's been a long time since I've seen that penalty called.
Well, especially on a night when it's getting down around 40 degrees, and the guy Jimmy was clearly, wasn't he in the end zone there?
Yeah. I thought he was, or very close to it. He was down at least to the half-yard line where they finally unscrambled the pile.
So the referees are having a little bit difficult time kind of getting their game plan together too. It looks like they're chilling.
Now a timeout's going to be called for the referee. Let's see what they're going to. Well, now they're going to go explain the penalty to the sidelines of the Zebras.
So he called aiding the runner. It's 5 yards from the point of the foul. So it happened on the 1-yard line, or looks like it's first and goal on the 6. The Lincoln coach is saying, I've never heard of aiding the runner. I thought he had a touchdown.
Yes, exactly. Well, the Bear River coaching staff didn't say much about it, and let's see, they've convinced the head coach that that was the call, and they're going to spot the ball where it is. Now let's see what they say.
The play stands is called on the field. 5 yards from the spot of the foul will repeat the first down.
And they're going to They repeat first down. Well, I guess he got the first down. That's what they were saying there. Okay. Handoff again, same play over the left side, and that they covered up this time. Now he gets down to about the 3.5 yard line. That was Bamberg on that same play they run 3 times in a row.
So I like that on Savoy's play calling, that he gives Jimmy Bamberg a chance 3 or 4 times. Jimmy says, I've been so close. There might be a bonus in Jimmy's contract. He may get out of math class next week if he gets a touchdown.
So full house backfield again. And same play over the left side, and he drives again, and he gets down maybe to the inside the 3 yard line. Well, I guess you keep running until you get it right.
Right, you might as well bring it in Sam Houston now. Carcito was in there leading the block, and so kind of a guy on the smallish side with Chris Carcito leading the blocking last time for Bamberg.
All right, so now it's 3rd down and goal. Handoff, same play, and that's Houston as he maneuvers his way maybe down to about the half yard line. So that'll bring up 4th now. And they're going to spot it about the half yard line.
Houston's been in about 3 or 4 plays, kind of selectively. They thought he could kind of pound it in the end zone there after not playing most of the first quarter because he was injured last week against center.
Okay, 54 seconds left to go in the first half, and Bear River Zebras call a timeout. Bear River will come over and see what, this is a 4th down. This is going to be a big stop here for the Zebras if they can pull it off, but Bear River's being able to move the line and been opening up some pretty good sized holes, and they really haven't thrown them for a loss yet, but let's see what happens on this one.
Seems like they've been down inside the 5, the 10, the 15 for about the last 4 or 5 minutes.
2 touchdowns have been called back, and so what do you do here?
Well, I think if you're Bear River, you kind of turn around and hand it to Jimmy Bamberg and let number 21 take it in the end zone. Challenge your offensive line to drive out, because certainly Lincoln is suspecting that they're just going to turn and hand it off on the right-hand side of the Lincoln defensive line, the left-hand side of the offensive line. So that's the play I'd call if I'm got Savoy, the Bear River Bruins, but
you don't think they're going to do a quarterback sneak, huh?
I don't even see Jimmy Bamberg in the game, so there goes my play calling.
So Harris comes in. Houston is in the ball game. So full house backfield. Handoff, and he's going to get into the end zone, looks like. Let's see. Let's see, the referee's coming over, and still no. Now they signal touchdown. So who was the ball carried? Houston?
So Jimmy Bamberg does all that work. Getting out of the end zone. What a team player Jimmy is to let Sam just carry the ball in the end zone. But
well, how could he had no choice? He was sitting on the sideline.
But obviously not great drive by Sam, because the referees had to wait to make sure the ball had crossed the line.
There's a snap put up, and it's going to be no good. A little short is the key thing here. So that makes the score 27-7 right now, a 20-point lead. So 27 unanswered points here by the Bruins.
Yeah, excellent job as we look at the touchdown production scoreboard. 27 unanswered points by Bear River. And the kicking game is somewhat of a suspect. So turn around, just hand it to Sam Houston, who just barrels his way. And he must be a little bit slowed, because he's not running with the same intensity and leg drive that we certainly see Sam Houston run every week when he's 100%. But did enough to get it in the end zone. So good job by Sam, signaled by the Bear River offensive line.
Yeah, the Bear River knew it was a touchdown way before the referees did.
Brian Kenyon knows. He's in there. He's saying, hey, ref, look at this thing. The ball's fully over the end zone line. But the kicking game, a little bit suspect, so it'll be interesting to see what they do on the kickoff here, Marty. Either send it deep or that little short loop kick over into a zone where they try to get
you probably don't want to give him good field position, but you don't want to have him run it back either. So this looks like it's going to be a poocher because they're not spread out as much. And it's going to go to the short to the right side, and he falls down. That looked like number 84, Aguilar, as he signaled for a fair catch and then caught it and fell down. So with 52 seconds left to go in this first half, Bear River on top by a score of 27-7.
Defense has certainly stepped it up, haven't they, Marty? They put a lot of pressure on Lincoln.
Especially from that first drive, that Lincoln looked like they were going to go out here and just dominate this ball game. Well, let's see what play you got in your bag with 1st and 10 on your own 30-yard line, or the 26-yard line. Rolling out, looking, and they got a good pass rush coming up and making the sack. That was Huffman. He's having a whale of a game tonight. Here's that replay.
Great pressure, Dylan Huffman. So this is the ball that Huter carried out, and we both thought he had it in the end zone, but
now let's see what happens
here. Speed to the corner. Is there a block here? We miss a block by the wide receiver, and Huter looks like he might have stepped out of bounds before he got to the pylon. So maybe a good call by the referees who are right down there. Huter signaling for a touchdown.
Yeah,
we signaled for it.
Yeah, he dove. It looked like he had his arm outstretched and it went across the pylon.
He may have stepped out of bounds, though, as he's just getting ready to launch himself towards the end zone. So nice job again on defense by number 62, Dylan Huffman, Good pass rush. Didn't give up.
Well, even though you're out of bounds in the air, that doesn't count.
So his foot doesn't hit the out of bounds marker right there. No, he's in bounds. So I guess he just gets to the wrong side of the pylon here. Good athletic move by Dalen Huter, but doesn't get the score.
Boy, that looked pretty good to me. Big run as we come back to live action as the ball's going to be brought out to the 45-yard line. The Zebras will call timeout. Clock continues to run. They'll move the chains and then restart it.
Well, the Dalen Huter run, if we look back at that a couple times, maybe the referees might have missed one.
In motion, rolling, looking, and nobody there. That was intended for number 26. That was Fernandez. Perkins, they passed just a little bit out of his reach.
So good run on first down by Lincoln to gain a first down by Isaac Allen, gaining about 15, 20 yards, and then they turn right to the pass to try to complete a ball and move it downfield.
5 defensive backs now. Pass out in the flat, and it's overthrown. That was intended for Isaac Allen, and it was just overthrown. Brings up 3rd down and 10 with 24 seconds left to go in the first half.
And that could have been a well-designed play if Isaac would have caught that ball. Looked like he had plenty of room to kind of get to the perimeter. There were some Bear River defenders converging on him, but I think he had plenty of room to run. So drop ball by Isaac Allen, and here's Lincoln again.
Big pass rush, good pressure, rolling out, being chased. No place to go.
And boom, he pays a price going out of bounds.
That was Garrett Jensen who had the full court press on him.
And Jimmy Bamberg was there too, but Marty kind of taking out a little bit of the frustration for the offensive side of the ball, not getting a chance to score. So Jimmy says, hey, I'm going to light you up one side, either score or I'm going to light up the quarterback going out of bounds. So great hustle by Jimmy Bamberg and big number 74, Garrett Jensen, who's having a heck of a ball game getting in the defensive backfield.
So they're going to punt it, but Bear River's not going to go back. Let's see what they do here. Nobody back to receive it. And then getting out of the way, and the ball's going to come dead on the 30-yard line. Bearer has 5 seconds. They'll probably just take a knee, and we'll go in at halftime with a score of 27-7. Been a good first half.
You know, coming off the loss we saw 2 weeks ago when they were in the ball game of Placer, and then the Hillman just kind of took over and then pounded them pretty good, and then the Hillman pounded Lincoln last week, 66-20. We weren't sure what we were going to see by Bear River, but you're right, Marty. Good first half by the offense and tremendous stands by the defense.
It just didn't look like it was going to be anything that Bear River was going to be able to put together tonight. And they started out so poorly, and they gave up that touchdown with less than 2 minutes. Here's your touchdown production scoreboard. After the first half of play, Bear River with 27 unanswered points, and they lead here at halftime over the Lincoln Zebras by a score of 27-7. So at halftime up in Colfax, it's 7-7. So that's a big game up there. This is a big game here for Bear River. So we'd like to remind you that you're watching exclusive coverage of Bear River football right here on the Touchdown Productions Sports Network.
John Sievert has over 20 years of experience with the human body. As a clinical expert in manual therapy, John knows how to help your body repair itself and is dedicated to making you whole again. Whether it's sports injuries or rehabilitation, Sievert Physical Therapy accepts most insurance plans and is located near the fairgrounds. John Sievert is proud to donate his time as a physical trainer for the Bear River Bruin football program.
Mike Bratton is the neighbor you can count on for your most important insurance decisions, 24 hours a day.
The first step begins with a phone call. Hi, I'm Mike Bratton, your good neighbor State Farm agent, and I look forward to hearing from you. Since 1984, my team and I have been educating clients and developing long-term relationships through personalized and professional guidance on their insurance programs. We will put you in the driver's seat and strive to enhance each encounter you have with us.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The Painter family's been feeding Nevada County since 1959, and October marks 51 years serving you. SPD Market is proud to be the only IGA family-owned and operated market in the area. You're sure to see your friends and neighbors in Grass Valley or Nevada City. You can trust that in these tough economic times, SPD will continue to offer you the best value and contribute to the welfare of our community. SPD, a hometown proud IGA market.
Gold and silver are more important as a part of your investment portfolio more now than ever before. There's inflationary pressures. China alone could push the gold price more than double from $1,000 to $2,000 an ounce. Hi, my name is Jason Hommel and welcome to the JH Mint. Here at the JH Mint we have all sorts of gold and silver. We have about 200 ounces of gold. We have about 20,000 ounces of silver or more in stock. We also assay or scrap gold jewelry and placer gold, and we will be here for all of your gold and silver investing needs Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
B&C is your neighborhood home and garden center for both builders and consumers. They carry everything you need. In their garden center, you'll find a complete nursery along with expert advice on trees, shrubs, perennials, and garden enhancements. They're open 7:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday and 8 to 5 on Sunday. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center in the Fowler Center, Grass Valley. And, of course, by Touchdown Productions, the Foothills leader in sports television. This is Gil Dominguez saying thanks a lot for joining us tonight. And be sure to tune in every single week on NCTV, Comcast Channel 11, Suddenlink Channel 16, and ACTV Channel 20 in Auburn. And, of course, around the world at NevadaCountyTV.org. Just click on live streaming or on demand. We're Touchdown Productions, making memories since 1997. Guys, back up to you.
Here we are at halftime. The rain is beginning again as the crowd has dispersed itself a little bit over here. As not a normal Bear River crowd, as the weather is has not been cooperating very much. We're here at halftime. Marty Mortensen along with Rick Ellwood saying thank you for joining us. 27-7, 27 unanswered points for the Bear River offense. And the defense, Rick, is also stepping up after that initial touchdown that was scored on them within 2 minutes of the kickoff.
Yeah, I think one of the things we're seeing from Bear River that we haven't seen in the last couple of weeks of the games that you and I have done, Marty, is tremendous pressure by the defensive linemen and aggressiveness to go after the football. So they're making some plays in the backfield and really challenging the quarterback for the Lincoln Zebras. So they're stepping it up. There's great enthusiasm, and maybe the cooler weather gives you a little bit more intensity.
Could be. There's a shot of the Lincoln Zebra fans that have come over from Lincoln to watch this ball game tonight. They probably would like to be at home because it's they've got that AstroTurf type field, and it's a little bit different when it's muddy and wet like we've got here, and the ball gets wet, and it's just not as good. Here we are in the. We're kind of out of the rain, but as long as the wind doesn't blow, we're in pretty good shape here, Rick.
We're feeling pretty good. You're blocking me. I'm drafting off of you. You're on the wind side of the booth here, and so I'm quite warm and content. But it is a night that I was out in the field before the ball game and looked at the center of the field, and you could see where it got a little muddy. And then on the perimeters, Marty, it was interesting that I noticed that they haven't mowed the grass for the last couple of weeks, and it's very thick. And I thought it might slow down some of the running game here on a natural grass field, but certainly not slowing down Bear River as they scored 27 unanswered points, mixing the pass and the run.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they have, and it's been a good touchdown production from several different offensive players for Bear River. We got Huter with a TD, Houston with a TD, Wooner with a TD, and also Josh Toff. So we've got a good lineup of player of the games to look at for tonight, and why we do that, we'll tell you that, and we'd like to remind you that you're watching exclusive coverage of Bear River Bruin football right here on the Touchdown Production Sports Network.
Living in Nevada County means living with trees. Hi, my name is John Pay. Our family has had property on Banner Mountain for the last 60 years. For the last 15 years, our property has been taken care of by Amancio Gutierrez. I highly recommend Amancio if you have trees that need climbing, if you have brush that needs clearing, if you have a fire danger, 305-0012. Thank you.
It's Roadhouse food from around the world at the old 5 Mile House on Highway 20, your 5-minute getaway. Fall is here, so it's time to enjoy the comfort inside the 5 Mile House with Oktoberfest. The taste of Germany includes Wiener Schnitzel, Sauerbraten, and Bratwurst, along with special events all month long. Get something for everyone at the old 5 Mile House, your 5-minute getaway.
Hi, my name's Mark from Swayze's Public Wholesale at 140 East McKnight Way. At Swayze's, we have all kinds of automotive tools. We have all kinds of fasteners, 3 different pitches of metrics. We have safety equipment. And don't forget our glove world. We carry over 600 styles of gloves. If your canopy was damaged this winter, we have all the parts and supplies to fix and repair it or expand it. It's Swayze's Public Wholesale. We have everything you need for everything you do. Open every day, 8 to 5 on the weekdays, open till 4 on the weekends.
Welcome to Grass Valley Glass, family owned and operated by the Stallman family since 1989. Grass Valley Glass is your local expert in the repair of single and dual pane windows. And don't forget about your auto, truck, or motorhome. Grass Valley Glass also offers same-day repair or replacement on all your auto glass needs, and we work with all insurance companies. Remember, if it's glass, it's Grass Valley Glass.
Walker's Office Supplies. Mike Anderson and his family at Walker's Office Supplies specialize in ways to make your business and home become more efficient. They carry thousands of products, from printering to pencils. You can shop in the store, order over the phone, or on the net at walkersgv.com, and they'll deliver it usually in just one day. Walker's Office Supplies, 535 Main Street in Grass Valley.
All-phase solar heating and air conditioning. It's time to expect more from your heating and cooling system. All-phase is a certified Bryant Premier dealer. They use superior patented technology that removes more airborne allergens from the filtered air in your home. Their certified technicians are trained to diagnose, repair, or replace any part in your HVAC system to ensure that you stay warm in the winter and cool in the summer. All-phase solar heating and air conditioning, proud supporters of high school sports.
Your car or truck is an extension of your personality. Chuck Cavros knows this, so Top This delivers truck and auto attitude every day with in-store displays featuring thousands of products from WeatherGuard, DZ, bracket truck racks, along with a large selection of aftermarket performance products, all from the top manufacturers. So give your car or truck the attitude it deserves at Top This Truck and Auto Accessories. Bob and Kurt Pinkham have been serving your carpet needs in Grass Valley since 1977. That's over 50 years of experience. Their new 3,500 square foot showroom is stuffed with the latest designs in carpet, vinyl, hardwood, and ceramic tile flooring products from all the top manufacturers. With many products in stock in their huge 3,500 square foot warehouse. It's Bob's Discount Carpet in Grass Valley. The Hauser family reminds you if it's round, rubber, and it rolls, then you're sure to find it at Plaza Tire and Auto Service. From regular car and truck tires to small specialty tires for your trailers and golf carts, you can trust Plaza Tire has the tire for you. They stake their reputations on it every day. Plaza Tire and Auto Service. Auto repair done on your schedule, not theirs, in Penn Valley, Nevada City, and in Colfax.
Hi, I'm Dawn Whitmore, branch manager at Adecco Grass Valley. Adecco is a full-service human resources provider.
I'm Autumn Payne, your staffing consultant here at Adecco. If you're an employer, we have the perfect workers for you.
I'm Lisa Harkey, senior staffing consultant here at Adecco. We know the economy is still tight, but we're here to help you find employment.
We look forward to serving you.
And of course, brought to you by Touchdown Productions, the foothill leader in sports television. This is Gil Dominguez saying thanks for joining us tonight, and be sure to stay with us after the game when we announce the Bill Slade & Sons Trucking Player of the Game, created by Stuckey Engravers. Once again, the Touchdown Productions sports team will select the most deserving NU player and honor them with a beautiful acrylic plaque made by Stuckey's. So stay tuned after the game for the Bill Slade & Sons Trucking Player of the Game Award, created by Stuckey Engravers, and coming up immediately after this exclusive telecast.
All right, welcome back here at halftime. Marty Mortensen along with Rick Ellwood. And Rick, is your mic open or is their mic open?
I think their mic's open in the truck.
All right, we're starting out here at halftime with before the start of the third quarter, and we were just talking about the Bill Slade Player of the Game presented by Stuckey Engravers, and we've got our work cut out for us here tonight, Rick, is we've got a tough call as Bear River's putting on quite an offensive show with several players, and then also some very good defensive players are showing their stuff tonight.
Yeah, I wouldn't start engraving the trophy yet. I think it's still hanging in the balance. We've seen some pretty good plays by, as you mentioned before we went to break, they spread the touchdowns around amongst 4 different players. And then we're seeing some pretty strong offensive plays by Brandon Wooner out of the tight end position. He scored 1 touchdown and made another wonderful catch on a throw by James Harris. So, and then the defense, somebody stepping up on every play with pressure and some pretty good plays in the defensive backfield. So I don't think we can put a name on the trophy yet. We'll have to wait for the second half.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right there, as the referees have come back out onto the field, and we're waiting for the both teams as the umbrellas have come out again. Although it's not as misty as it was a little while ago. So there's a storm coming in for this weekend, and it looks like it's just teasing us a little bit out here tonight. But here come the Bear River Bruins as they come back out onto the field, leading here at halftime by a score of 27-7. And let's see if they can keep that momentum going here on the second half. But we had a halftime score down at Roseville tonight. The NU Miners and the Roseville Tigers are both tied at halftime with a score of 13-13. It's the weather is probably just the same down there as it is here.
Be interesting to see, though, Marty, if Nevada Union can bounce back after a tough loss. They were up 10-0 against Del Oro last week in a game you and Jim Adams did, and I was fortunate enough to be with you on the sideline, and then ended up losing that ball game late in the game, and just a very, very difficult loss by Nevada Union. So interesting to see if they can respond.
Well, they had a good practice this week, and they always come forward with a good performance every week. You're right. It was a tough loss last week as Del Oro held them to no points, and they have a must-win situation tonight as the Miners need a victory in league play.
Yeah, they can't go down 0-3 in league play and anticipate that they could get a shot at the playoffs. And kind of same thing here for Bear River, right? I mean,
they need a win tonight.
They've lost one in league play, where Lincoln has 1-0 and does not have a loss in league play.
Lincoln does.
They do?
Yeah, Lincoln is 1-1. Both teams coming into tonight's game 1-1. They lost to Plaster with that 62 to whatever it was, 20 score.
How soon you can forget.
Oh man, yeah.
I guess you want to move those things out of your mind.
No kidding.
I'm giving Lincoln a little bit more credit than they're due. So.
Well, Lincoln last year was the PVL champion, went on to the playoffs, and they represented the PVL very well. But of course, like everything else, it's not like you like the professionals where you keep the same players for years and years. The kids come through, and when they're a senior and they graduate, they're gone, and now you got to rebuild all over again. So you got to take players from your JV and start to build a program. That's got to be a tough on the coaches to have to go through that every season.
Couldn't agree more, Marty. You know you've got a senior team that's going to graduate. You can see how good they are, and then you come down and watch your JV team play. If they're not as good as to fill some of those spots, and it's got to be frustrating. And hats off to those guys that take on the role as coaches in high school football.
Yeah, I was down tonight behind the goal line with co-coach Logue, and he's watching that JV game very closely because he's looking at the players that they're going to be coming out next year, and he's already sizing them up. And of course, the JV team, once again, they were 10-0 last year, and this year again they're 7-0. So he's down there scouting. Scouting the players.
Those coaches never quit coaching, do they?
No.
We love them for it, too, because it's a dedicated job with sometimes very little thanks.
Well, there the captains are out at the center of the field, and there take a good look at Justin Butler's number 8 jersey. And so now it's being held at every game by Huter and Houston. So Bear River will have will receive the kick, and they'll have the wind at their back during that fourth quarter. So if it comes down to a field goal situation, then they'll have. It's good to have the wind at your back.
Well, my advice to the Bear River Bruins is, after having reviewed and dissected their kicking game, don't let it come down to a kick in the fourth quarter, because that's probably not the strength of your team.
Especially on a night like this. And it's with the field being as damp as it is. And so now we're ready to begin this second half as Bear River has a 27-7 lead, and you can see all the helmets out there they all have number 8, and that is Justin Butler's number. and they're wearing that. The season has been dedicated to him. And the young junior who unfortunately passed on several weeks ago, and it was quite a blow to this fine Bear River team, and they've dedicated the rest of the season to him. And so far, it's they're I think 3-1, or yeah, 2-1 I think, with a possible victory here tonight. So Bear River will receive the kickoff. And here we go with the start of the third quarter. Ball's taken on the 15-yard line, coming up. There's a hole, and he's still on his feet, gets out to the 37-yard line. That was Johnny Pizarre is the ball carrier, holding on to the ball and taking it all the way up from the 15-yard line out to the 37-yard line. There's one of the players on the Lincoln Zebras got yellow shoes, and every time I look down there and I see that yellow on the field, I think it's a penalty. So here comes Bear River, 2 backs in the backfield, pitch back out over to Toff. Toff trying to turn the corner. He still does. He's still on his feet. First down, and he gets up to about the 45-yard line of the Lincoln Zebras, and Bear River starts off where they left off. Rick?
Well, excellent pitch, and it's so fun to watch Josh Toff. He kind of gets to the sideline, stretches out to the perimeter, and then goes whoop, 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 and kind of just makes a quick turn and takes the ball inside and gets another 7 or 8 yards. And doesn't go out of bounds, doesn't stop the clock, but turns it up inside. A great run, nice run by Josh Toff.
Well, Bear River now, man in motion, fake handoff, looking. He's got a man deep, wide open, and caught by and he goes by 2 receivers, and he's brought down on about the 10-yard line. That ball was a little bit short, and coming back for the ball on a nice play is Wooner. And I can't believe that he didn't come out for football since we've seen him come out earlier in the season.
Good call. Good call. You watch, it's just a little flag route. James Harris throws it deep, a little bit short. Brandon Wooner comes back and makes a play on an underthrown ball, and then keeps his feet, has good presence, and breaks away and gets about another 10 yards. Right, exactly. Ducks up inside the Lincoln player, and there's Hooter downfield to block for him.
So here's a handoff, left side. That's Toff again, and he picks up about 5.
Hooter's mixing it up. He lost his helmet there in the middle of that play. He got a lot of hair, so it's probably hard to keep that helmet on with all that hair. But Dalen's certainly hustling out there. But Brandon Wooner kind of establishing himself here is quite a player, and one of the guys that came out for football after Justin Butler passed away in honor of Justin. Maybe a guy who was a dark horse may end up ending up with a scholarship at the end of his senior year next year.
Who knows? He's quite a find. All right, there's a handoff up the middle, and he breaks loose, and that is Sam Houston as he just knifed his way through the line and the defense. Scores for Bear River.
What a tremendous run. He gets up inside there. Looks like Sam just got below the pile and kind of waited for things to clear and then broke it away and then just shot for the end zone, because looked like he might have been stopped there, Marty, a few yards
short. Yeah. That was good faking.
So Jimmy Bamberg's going to kick now.
And that's off to the no, that's no good. I thought it was off to the right.
Now that looked like your 7-iron, Marty. That shot there looked. Jimmy Bamberg trying to play all positions, a little offense, a little defense. So we'll watch the replay here. Sam Houston just taking the ball up inside.
Good
nice
faking.
trap, yeah, good fake. Because you get that lineman out of his way. Big number 55. He says, "Hey, Craig Hackland, get out of my way. I'm going to the end zone," and just keeps driving his legs. And
he drove over another lineman too.
Dave Buggetti downfield there, and nice run by Sam Houston. So, but all set up by a good athletic play and a good catch, and run after a catch by Brandon Wooner, number 12, the tight end for Bear River. Got a little interrupted there, Marty. The guy's trying to give you an order for a DVD, I think, huh?
Yeah, he's at the. It went and sent him down to the truck. We had no forms up here, and so. But now the
mysterious kickoff here.
Let's see what happens.
It looks like James Harris. He's the kicks it off deep.
Had a little squibber, and it's taken and fumbled a little bit, but good coverage. Oh, they smashed him to the ground there. Good hustle in there. And once again, Jimmy Bamberg down on the stop. He's all over the field tonight.
Jimmy's giving a little restitution here. He's saying he's going to hold court, and he's going to hold it on the in the face of the Lincoln Zebras. So
Bear River scored with 2 minutes off the clock, just like the Zebras did. So now 33 unanswered points. Now see, here's a handoff, trying to go over the left side, and runs right into big number 62 for the Bruins. That is Huffman. He's played a good defensive game tonight.
That whole defensive line, Marty,
yeah,
has certainly shown up and risen to the occasion, done a great job putting pressure on the first of all, just taking control of the offensive line for Lincoln and knocking them off the ball and then putting pressure in the backfield.
So Perkins comes out to the over center and single back in the backfield, rolling, looking to pass, got a man, and it's almost intercepted. That'd have been 6 points. That'd have been 6 points. Coming up, number 37 for the Bruins. That was Kazar. He had touchdown written all over that one.
It's the first time we've seen Johnny Kazar. He's carried the ball a couple times when Sam Houston wasn't in the ball game, and a great read. He broke right as the quarterback started to throw the ball, and Johnny took a good read and broke towards the ball. Excellent defensive back move. Just needs to come up with the interception.
Yeah. Once again, the rain has stopped. In motion now, and they hand it off to him on a sweep. He turns the corner, and he's going to get the first down as he drives. Nice run in there. That was number 26 for the. Was that Fernandez?
Yeah, Oscar Fernandez.
He did that all on his own. He was in motion. He got the handoff, drifted around the right side, and he looked like he stopped for about a 3-yard gain, but continued to drive and got about 12 yards out of it. So 1st and 10 for the Lincoln Zebras. Going out to pass, looking downfield, got a man over the middle, almost intercepted. And that was Talbot. He almost had an interception, and it went off the receiver's hands, and he was right there, but just couldn't hold on to it.
The quarterback for Lincoln's got a kind of an odd throwing motion. He doesn't seem like he extends his arm very far, but the ball comes flying out of there in a hurry. So ball tipped, and Talbot almost had a nice diving interception.
So a good pass rush by Bear River, looking deep down, and the ball's underthrown. Almost came back for it on a nice play. Yeah, that is number 84, Aguilar. He almost came back for that ball that was thrown a little bit short. Had that been on the money, that'd have been a big gain down to about the 32-yard line.
Christian Perkins had him open, and Aguilar was there. Good route, and just underthrew him a little bit. Because of the wet turf, he slipped, kind of trying to come back and make the play.
Now a quick pass. Oh, boy, that had touchdown written all over it. That was intended for number 45, Colin Taylor, as that was a quick hitter on that, and there was nobody there for Bear River.
Good read by Perkins, and his teammates not lifting him up here, making plays. He's getting them the ball or getting them close to the ball, and someone's got to rise up on Lincoln's side and start making some plays if they want to stay in this ball game.
There's the kick, a good kick, and Bear River's going to let it go, and it takes a takes a zebra bounce and is going to go all the way down to about the 13-yard line of the Bruins, so they'll start deep in their own territory as the Bruins will come out 1st and 10 on their own 13. Another good defensive stand, just gave up that one first down.
I think excellent job there by the punt return team. The ball's wet, it's heavy. On a line drive kick like that, get away from it, and they pay a little price by having to start here on the 12-yard line, but should be a good position for the offense to start another nice long drive.
Boy, it's quiet out here tonight for a high school football game. Harris over center, hands off, trying to sweep the left side. I think they've run that play one too many times tonight.
They've seen
as
it.
Toff may have picked up a yard, but may have just gotten back to the line of scrimmage. That was you can run a play so many times before they start defensing it.
Well, once the defender stood Josh Toft up, then the rest of the defenders come and just level them. And but that's the same play. He scored. He ducked inside and then went outside and went about 25 yards for a touchdown earlier in the second quarter.
And now Bear River comes up to the line of scrimmage. Harris with a single back in the backfield. In motion to top. They try to sweep to the right side, trying to cut it back in, and no place to go as coming up and making that stop for the Zebras was Moreno. Oh, a big stop there. That'll bring up 3rd down and about, looks like 12 yards for and I don't know if you want to be putting the ball in the air here, and that wraparound draw is a little suspect too on this wet. They're not in shotgun formation. It's Harris over center. I think he's looking to pass. Now he's going to run it. This is the quarterback keeper, and that didn't see. That's the 3rd time they run that tonight. Both first 2 times it was very successful with first downs, but this time maybe gets a yard. So the defense for the Zebras has tightened up, and now they'll get good field position as the Bruins will be kicking deep from their own end zone. And doing the kicking for Bear River is Vendonka. High snap, big rush, gets it away. Nice kick. This ball's going to go all the way back to about the 35-yard line. Wow, he really unloaded one right there, Rick.
Well, it looked like it could have been potential disaster. He had to go up high. It almost snapped over his head, and then Lincoln was bringing a pretty significant rush on, maybe trying to get a block, and then he just kind of launched it, kind of hit it on the sweet spot, and then got the roll, and then excellent coverage downfield by Trevor McGee, number 25 for Bear River, kind of put Lincoln back in the hole. So
because it looked like they were going to get great field position as the punt return man was up all the way up to the Bear River 45-yard line, and that's where they thought they'd take over. Here's the handoff, and that play goes nowhere as coming up with a big stop, and that is Huter.
So watch this on the punt. The snap almost goes over his head, and then Lincoln puts some rush on it, but he just keeps focused on it, and the Lincoln guy just took a wrong angle towards the ball, maybe thinking that if he would have hit the punter, he might have got called for roughing the punter, but they could have had possibly a block there.
So here's a double reverse and trying to go over and he breaks it loose. He's on his way. He's at the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown Zebras on a double reverse. Bear River wasn't looking for that one. There are no flags on the field, and that'll be a touchdown Zebras.
It was Bobby Humiston who just kind of broke away there on the double reverse. I was following it one way, Marty. I didn't see it coming back the other way.
I saw the first back handed off to the back coming this way, and it was no. But once he turned the corner and got by the line, he was gone. Looks like they're going to go for 2. Because they're trailing 33-13. See if Bear River can hold them. In motion is Hermison, and they got it. Fernandez on that pass, and that makes the score 33-15. So after that great kick by Mendonca and put them all the way back to the 35-yard line, that you thought maybe they'd hold them again, but not the case as they pull that double reverse. They pulled that one out of the playbook someplace, and it went for about 45 yards.
Well, you got to hand it to the Lincoln Zebras for not lying down, not giving up. I mean, they came at them hard, and then a two-point conversion. Good play call there, too, to get Oscar Hernandez into the end zone for the two-point conversion. So this is a time when Bear River's got to kind of get the ball protected, do something on offense, or they could shift the momentum towards Lincoln, and then
That's
who
right.
knows what could happen.
Yeah, they got to get some run some time off the clock with their running game. 5:40 left to go in this third quarter, and it's an onside kick, and they got it back. But boy, very fortunate. Coming up with the ball is big number 74. That's Jensen. He's played a great ball game tonight. He was heads up on that one. So Bear River will take over in good field position on their own. Let's see where they spotted on their own 43-yard line. No, 48-yard line. Sorry.
Boy, that could have been a dangerous onside kick, because if that would have taken the next bounce,
yep,
it could have got into the backfield, and Lincoln was all over it. But excellent hands by a big man, defensive lineman, for Garrett Jensen to cover that onside kick.
So two backs in the backfield. Harris over center, handoff, left side. And that goes to Kassar, and he's going to maybe pick up a couple. So the defense for the Zebras has stepped it up in this second half after giving that initial drive to Bear River on the start of the third quarter. They have started tightening it up, playing very well now.
Well, if I'm Lincoln's defensive coordinator, like you said earlier, though, I can pretty much stack the right side because that's where Bear River's running.
This time they give it to Houston. He's scurrying around, still on his feet, and he gets a first down as he was stopped for almost a loss. Gets down to the 36, I believe, is where they're going to spot it. He's hard to bring down.
Boy, at 5'11", 190, he runs like a guy that's about 230 pounds. He runs low. His pads are always moving forward, and his legs are pounding. What a tremendous run by Sam Houston.
Coach Lowe told me that he was hurting, so didn't think he'd get in the game tonight, but he showed us. So there's the handoff over the right side this time. That might go for a couple. The ball carrier once again was Houston.
Well, I mean, Sam's not getting the number of carries we've seen him have in the previous games, but certainly taking advantage of the opportunity when he is getting the ball. And I'm keeping my eye on Joey Reyna out here, who was split wide, the wide receiver that's coming back first week after an ankle injury. And I'm sure this cold weather doesn't help Joey. He's limping a little bit.
Yeah, he is favoring it.
He doesn't look full speed.
Now here come the Bruins. Rolling out, looking. They got a screen pass set up, and that was intended for Huter and was overthrown. That was probably... I don't remember too many other incomplete passes that Harris has thrown tonight. Of course, he hasn't thrown that many passes, but that was...
He's had Brandon Wooner go up and make some great catches.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and then that play right there, Joey Rayner just tried to clear out, go deep on a go route, and try to bring Dalen Huter underneath on a drag route to the sideline. He wasn't open.
Well, this will be third down and long for the Bruins. And that's that wraparound draw, and no, they faked it, and they throw it out into the flat. And for the first down,
guess who?
Is that Houston again?
Number 12.
No, 12. That is Wooner. Man, they faked me. I thought they had I had the binoculars on the play.
I thought it was that wraparound draw.
Exactly. I was cringing a little bit because that's very dangerous with a wet ball. But boy, I tell you, he's played a whale of a ball game tonight.
Brandon Wooner's acting like he's got a sore left arm. He's not. He didn't go through two-a-days. He didn't go through summer training, so he's probably not in the best shape.
Quick handoff. Houston driving for a couple. Gets down to about the 19-yard line. That'll bring up second down. Bear River continues to use up the clock. That's what they need to do. They can score here. It'll make it a tough fourth quarter for the Zebras.
I'm watching Brandon Wooner just continue to shake his left arm like it's maybe he got a bruise in there or a stinger
he's favoring
in there.
it a little bit. All right, there's a handoff. Trying to sweep the right side. Got some room, got some blockers. Trying to turn the corner. Gets down maybe about the 15-yard line. Let's see where they spot it.
Well, same sweep that Huter ran early in the first half, that he dove for the pylons. So
that'll bring up third down and about 4.
We thought maybe he should have had a touchdown, but the referees didn't give it to him, and I guess they're the only ones that count.
That's right. We don't count. So now they're probably in two-down territory here. I think they would go.
I think they'd go for it on fourth down if they don't get it here.
Rolling out, looking, and he's going to get that might eliminate that. Couldn't find any receiver. He had 4 receivers in the pattern, nobody blocking for him, and that cost him.
Yeah, Antonio Marino came in, kept coming on the pass rush and did a good job. Looked like the play was not coming together the way James Harris had wanted. Receivers were kind of running in different directions, so he didn't find anybody open, and the sack took him certainly out of field goal range.
So now it's fourth down, and they can still get a first down if they can get 10 yards here. Quick looking out right over the middle, incomplete, and they'll turn it over on down. So a big defensive that was intended for Reyna, and that's a big stop. Looked like the Bruins were on another big drive again.
Yeah, Harris coming off the field, kind of talking to some of his offensive players, and you can see Reyna kind of limping as he comes to the sideline. I like that call there on fourth down, and the quick slant to Joey, that high percentage throw, high percentage, but incomplete.
Here's the handoff, trying to go over the right side, being brought down. Nice tackle in there by that was Chiardi. He dragged him down. Picked up about a couple.
Yeah, we're seeing the defensive line from Bear River just kind of rise to the occasion, certainly taking control of the offensive line from Lincoln.
So now over center is Perkins looking to pass. He's got a man out in the flat, trying to cut it back up, and he's going to go. And they'll never catch him unless they can cut. They got a blocker, and he's going to take it into the end zone on that little swing pass. My, oh my, they're making a game out of this one. As that was Allen. No flags on the field.
Young man's got some speed.
Boy, he does. Kazar tried to cut him off with the angle, but he got blocked out. And boy, Bear River is they're hanging their heads right now. It's 33-21, and they're probably going to go for 2 to make it a 7-point game. So just like that, with 41 seconds left to go in this third quarter, Bear River is they sitting on their laurels a little bit, and now they're in trouble. Perkins over center. Handoff right side, and Bear River stuffs it. So the score will remain at 21. So 33-21 your score at this juncture with 41 seconds left to go in this third quarter. So they're coming back.
And if we see that little swing pass to Isaac, a little swing pass out here to Isaac Allen. Perkins just gets him the ball, and then Jimmy Bamberg misses the tackle. He kind of comes in, tries to make a tackle, go into the sideline, and kind of loses his footing. So if we watch number 21 slip tackle, so nice throw, gets it up over the onrush of the defensive lineman. Here comes Bamberg in to make the tackle, and nice move by Isaac Gallen. Boop! Swoops inside.
Cuts inside. There he goes. Yeah, and then a missed tackle in there by Rhea. And then a good block on Talbot, and then down the sideline. Now here comes Kazar trying to cut it off, but then he gets blocked out, and he got pulled down. That could have been a holding call.
It was Aldo Aguilar, the wide receiver, number 84, leading them downfield. So, but I feel that switch in momentum,
right, exactly,
Marty, that you talked about earlier. So
there's a deep kick coming down to Huter. He's got some running room, breaks it to the outside, and he falls. There's going to be a flag going to move him back.
Looked like he had a lane there, Marty. I thought he was going to take it back up the sideline, and then he lost.
Yeah, but have a block in the back. And that's it was on the 25-yard line, so that's going to take it all the way back to about the 15.
Critical here for Bear River to sustain an offensive drive and to take the momentum back out of Lincoln's hands. If they don't protect the football, give it up, give Lincoln an opportunity, I think they could be in a
receiving team
in a foot race here.
10 yards from the spot of the foul and have a first down.
The Zebras can score from any part of the field at any time with Isaac Allen. I mean, just get the ball in his hands and he's gone. So now Bear River's going to have to put a sustained drive together. Here comes Harris over center. And there's the handoff, a little opening between the tackle and the guard, but that's going to get just back to the original line of scrimmage as the clock runs down.
Jimmy Bamberg in there just taking it up inside. So they got to regroup here at the end of the third quarter, Marty, and I think as I'm watching Joey Reyna, I admire the kid's confidence or his toughness to be in there, but I'm not sure he's doing much to help his ball club as much as he's limping. I don't think he can get deep or get open on a route, so it'll be interesting to see what happens here in the fourth quarter.
You can see that his right ankle is really taped up, and he's favoring it. So now there's the end of the third quarter, as you can see that the Bruins are kind of hanging their head. They figured they had this game in a walk-away, especially when they scored their opening drive and made it 33-7, and all of a sudden the Zebras have come back with two quick scores from 45 yards out and then from like 55 yards out. And so now it's a ball game again as we start the fourth quarter.
Yeah, would they have, was it 33 unanswered points there, Marty? And the Lincoln Zebras have responded with 14 right back at them. So,
and that gives your team a lot of confidence.
Lincoln won the championship last year, didn't they?
They certainly did.
So there's a tradition there at Lincoln. The Zebras certainly know how to go about how to win, and certainly had to come back, I'm sure, in some of those games last year. So there's character on their side of the ball, and we'll see how Bear River rises to the occasion here.
So that's second down and 10 for the Bruins. There's a pitch, and that's going nowhere, as it looks like the Zebras are in the huddle of the Bruins because they know exactly what's coming up here.
Yeah, that's frightening if you're the offensive coordinator. You're all of a sudden thinking that everywhere you're going, there's blue and white, and saying, how are they reading us so well? But they're being pretty conservative here, too. I mean, this is an area where Bear River's run the quarterback draw 3 times.
Yep.
Or they've gone over to Brandon Wooner, who breaks away at the tight end position.
Big play, rolling out, looking, downfield, and it's going to be incomplete. stops the clock, and that was intended for Reyna, and now they'll be kicking and into the wind. So once again, all of a sudden, the Zebras have really stepped it up. Back to receive for the Zebras is Morgan.
This is where coaches get a little tight because they can sense the same thing you talked about earlier, the momentum shifting, and they don't know how to get it back in their favor.
High snap again. And a good kick. Oh, nice spiral. It's going to go over his head, come all the way on down to the 30. It's going to be down at the 30-yard line where, man, that was a 70-yard kick.
Good coverage by Chris Carcito, but now is where you got to get in the face of your defense. You got to challenge him, because we had the same thing happen on the previous kick where we thought we had Lincoln in a hole, and they came right out in 2 plays on an Isaac Allen swing pass and went to what was that?
About 55 yards. Yeah. So Perkins comes out over center. You can see that the Zebras got a lot more intensity. There's a quick handoff up the middle, but no place to go. And coming up with that big stop, there was Huffman. He's played a whale of a defensive game tonight.
Huffman and Garrett Jensen.
Yeah, Jensen
have all done a fine job on the defensive line.
So a gain of about a yard.
Feels like the wind's picked up.
Wind has picked up. So now 2 backs in the backfield. Perkins in motion is Humison in there, and there's a big handoff down there. He's got down to about the 44-yard line.
That's Oscar Fernandez, and he's a tough kid. I was looking at his arms and the development of his upper body. He's a strong kid, and he just runs like he's going downhill.
So here come the Zebras, a handoff. Right side, hole, arm tackling, and he's gone again. Not going to catch him. There's a flag on the field?
Yes, there is. I think they had illegal motion.
Oh, man.
Boy, did he break.
Oh, he broke through there, and they tried to arm tackle him, and he was off to the races. Well, that's going to be a big break for Bear River as a touchdown was called back. The defense has just all of a sudden can't stop anything. That's not like Bear River.
Let's see what the call is here.
Illegal procedure.
Wow, what a break for Bear River.
On the offensive line. Go back 5 yards, repeat the down.
Man, that was...
well, that's good refereeing because
both sides threw the flag.
You got to have 7 men on the line of scrimmage, and usually one of the receivers is supposed to be checking the referee to make sure his foot's on the line. But boy, we got a break there.
So here comes the play, and rolling out, looking to pass, and he's going to get brought down from behind after he got maybe back to the original line of scrimmage. Boy,
Jimmy Bamberg in there on a good pass rush, but here's the handoff to Oscar Fernandez, and Huter just looks and goes, whoop, where's he going? But you watch Oscar break away, and Carcito falls down, and then Talbot can't make the tackle, and then Fernandez off to the races. Good strides, good run.
He's a load, isn't he?
He's a big kid.
Oh, man. There's a handoff around the left side. Bear River stuffs it. And that'll bring up 3rd down, and
that was Fernandez again. So they're trying to go with a hot hand. Oscar Fernandez, a senior at 5'9", about 195. He's one of the captains for the Lincoln Zebras. So a leader, and obviously showing some of his leadership ability as he takes the ball and is breaking away. Unfortunate that
so a big 3rd down here for the Zebras. Rolling out, looking, he's going to get sacked. They had a pass rush on him, and they brought him down. Great play in there by a blitz by Chiardi. Took him back for a big loss. Man, oh man, he just blitzed. Got right around the end. Nobody blocked him. Let's take a look at this, Rick.
Good call by Coach Logue. You watch Cuardi just kind of come right through a gap, miss block, and just gets his beat on the quarterback. Nice high tackle and make sure he gets him down. So nice job by Cuardi.
So here is the run back, and Bear River will start in good field position. Let's see if somebody he came up hurt, come up limping.
Trevor McGee looks like
McGee, he is right leg. He doesn't want any help coming off. As
said, man, Trevor, when you can get help from big number 74,
you
Garrett
take
Jensen,
it, man.
take it.
Take it. Yeah, let him help you off the field. Come on.
Because if you push him away and he gets mad, he could probably make your life difficult.
So now Bear River will take over on their own 42-yard line. Here's a quick handoff right side, and he's going to be stopped for maybe a couple of yards. So the clock continues to run down. 7:50 and counting.
Big number 77, Antonio Marino, again on the stop. We're not fooling anybody on Lincoln's side of the ball, so we've got to get ourselves in a situation where we're not in 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9 like we have been in the last few drives.
Yeah, Lincoln has stepped up on stopping that run. So single back in the backfield, in motion now. Inside handoff. That's a great play as that goes to Huter as he goes down the sideline. It looked like they were going to go to the well with that one play again to Topp. I think that was to Topp as he came around, but then handed it off inside to that was almost like a single wing play.
Excellent. That could be the wing tee that we saw Placer run a couple of weeks ago. With that handoff underneath, and then great gutsy downfield blocking by Joey Reyna, who's certainly limping a little bit, but made a nice block to spring Huter.
Quick handoff up the middle over right guard, and following Jason Grady block, and that'll pick up about 3 yards. Clock continues to run, 6:52 and counting. Harris over to the sideline to pick up the play from Coach Savoy.
Nice handoff inside there to Sam Houston. Does a good job protecting the ball. Sure-handed and smart to get him in there in those situations.
Quick handoff and covering up the ball, carrying it for a couple more. That goes to Houston. And he still comes off limping. He's going to have to probably rest that ankle a little bit because he hurt it. He hurt it in last week's game, and
he's giving it all he's got.
You got to give these guys credit. I mean, they're
playing on one leg on Joey Reyna. And you put Joey Reyna and Sam Houston together, you'd have two good legs.
Exactly. All right, 3rd down. They're bunching up, and here comes Toff in motion, and they're going to draw him offside, and they did. They're going to pick up 5 yards as they hard count. Let's see who they're going to say did it.
Well, we can hear the barking by James Harris all the way up here.
Yeah,
so.
he did draw him.
Dead ball, encroachment, defense. We'll go 5 yards and have a 1st down.
No, it's going to be short of the 1st down. Oh, maybe it is. I might have a bad angle.
Well, that saves the legs of Jimmy Bamberg and Sam Houston by getting those 5 yards that way.
Oh, boy, certainly did. Okay, Harris now directing traffic over there, moves the back over. And quick handoff. That looked like that was Bamberg. Man, he is just like a fire plug going through that line, isn't he?
He is all over the field, both offensively, defensively.
Yeah, that wind is picked up now. Is it blowing out towards the
Golden
south?
Gate, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is, because it's picked up. The storm's on its way, and maybe we'll get this one in before it hits. Handoff. Driving, inside, gets a couple more yards, as Bamberg takes it down to about the 22-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd down again.
Nice block by number 56, Brian Kenyon, who's kicking out and on a looked like he pulled and kicked out. A nice block, gave some room for Jimmy Bamberg to drive it up in there.
Well, let's see what they're going to call here with 3rd and about 4.
Wouldn't you think, Marty, this would be 4-down territory since your kicking game's a little suspect?
Absolutely. Especially when and keep the clock running. There's a handoff. And going and getting very close to the 1st down. They may have to measure. Let's see. No, it's going to be short by about a half a yard.
Tough, aggressive tackle in there by number 32, Anthony Esperanza, and number 44, Anthony Latu. So a pair of Anthony's making a good stop to keep Bear River short. Now it's 4th and...
They may let the clock run down and then call timeout. That's exactly what Coach Savoy is going to do. Let the clock run down just before the 30 seconds run out. Call a timeout. And there it is. And now they're going to talk it over as we got 3:42 left to go in this ball game.
This is where I think it would be fun to be a coach. I'd get out there in the huddle and guys and challenge them. Say, hey, we need 1 yard. Okay?
What play you got in there you guys are comfortable with?
Yeah. I never heard many coaches come into the huddle and ask the players what they thought they should run. So, but I think you challenge them, but they look like they're mulling around a little bit out there. They don't look united. And Toff's going to come in, and so is Carcito. And Huter's going to come out of the ball game. But so they got a specific play plan because they bring in Carcito, they bring in Josh Toft.
No, Toft just went out.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Yeah, he just slipped out into the sideline.
So you got Bamberg in there. You got Carcito.
Now in comes Houston. And going out is Bamberg. So let's see what they're going to call here. Maybe a handoff to Houston.
That's what I would defend if I'm on the Lincoln side of the ball. I'd be looking at number 5 to stuff.
Full house backfield, T formation. Quick handoff over the right side. He's got it. 1st down, Bruins. And who did it go to?
I think number 5.
Number 5 is Houston. Now, well, that was the...
How about that? He limps off 4 plays before, and he looks like he's not going to be able to enter back in the ball game. Comes in on a 4th and short and just lowers the boom. What a fine young man he is.
How big was that illegal motion penalty? That was a game breaker for the Zebras there. All right, now they got 1st and 10 on about the 16-yard line. There's a quick handoff right up the middle. He drives and following his blockers. That's Houston again. He's just tough to bring down. Tackle was made in there by Esperanza. He's been doing a great job on defense tonight. Now timeout's being called by the Zebras with 3:11 left to go in this ball game. Well, we've seen a lot of different players stepping up tonight, and I don't know, Rick, what do you got? I mean, defensively, we've seen number 62, Dylan Huffman, and he is on the defensive side tonight. He has played a heck of a ball game. Sam Houston has picked up 2 touchdowns tonight.
Hey, I've seen Dave Baghetti do some nice job on the offensive line. Garrett Jensen, great pressure on defense. But, Marty, I got to sentimentally, I got to lean towards number 12, Brandon Wooner, who's made 3 nice catches. 1 went for a touchdown.
And kept a couple of drives alive.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's going to be I agree with you on that call. He has played a whale of a ball game tonight.
And he's been in there at tight end. He's made some critical blocks to spring some runners. And I think he's playing a little bit hurt, and a tribute to a young man who came out in honor of Justin Butler, who passed away a couple weeks ago. And so I like Brandon Wooner, at least for now.
Well, that's a good call for me. And there's a sweep to the outside. And Houston ball carrier gets close to a 1st down. A timeout's being called by the Zebras. So our player of the game goes to number 12, Brandon Wooner, the junior, 6'2", 190.
And I think the junior's got a future.
Yeah, no
I don't
kidding.
know what
I sure hope he comes out next year.
Well, I think someone's going to get in the side of his helmet. But here's a tough, tough kid. This Sam Houston, you almost want to give it to him. You want to give him player of the game just because you see the level of courage and character that he's up here running at first down on 4th and short. But
well, you got to say about Wooner. I mean, he made, like you say, 3 great catches, 1 for a touchdown, 1, and both the other 2 kept the drives alive, and those were critical situations that led to touchdown. So all in all, I think he gets the award with no problem.
Unless Sam Houston breaks it away here. No, Brandon, we won't take it away from you, young man. You've done a fine job here tonight. Excellent athletic ability, and good job running after the catch.
Handoff. May have gotten the first down or very close to it. Now it's going to be 4th down. As the breeze picks up, 2:51, and a timeout's going to be called. Now they're going to be all out of timeouts. They're going to have to hold them here and not give if Bear River can get a first down here, that could just be about. And there it is, the Bill Slade and Sons player of the game. Bear River's number 12, Brandon Wooner, and he'll get a nice engraved plaque by Stuckey Engravers. Very nice looking memento of the game tonight and his performance, hanging on the wall, and even 40 years from now you can say, hey, I had a big night.
Could we please put 2 minutes?
And a couple points you made, I think, were so insightful that the plays that Brandon Wooner made kept the ball away from Lincoln, who was trying to gain momentum back and almost had momentum back again, take away about a 55, 60-yard run by Oscar Fernandez that was called back for illegal procedure. But the plays that Brandon Wooner made kept the ball in Bear River's hands and out of Lincoln's hands, who have shown that once they get the ball, they can do something with it.
Well, big 4th down, possible conversion here for the Bruins. They've been successful all except for one time tonight. Full house backfield. And they got somebody to move. What happened? I didn't see it.
Defensive lineman jumped.
Oh, did he?
And James Harris didn't even have to bark. They just kind of sprinted up to the line.
Yeah.
Dead ball. Gosh, that's got to kill you as a defensive coordinator, because you're told your defensive lineman, you do not move until the ball moves.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they really wanted to stop that play.
But you tell a kid to make his bed, he doesn't get that done sometimes too. So
yeah, right.
You're dealing with 15, 16, 17-year-olds.
So Bear River on the move now, full house backfield again. And Harris over center, and that might have been he got set, I guess, before the ball was snapped. So clock will continue to run as it picks up a couple.
Could have been called pretty easy, though.
Right,
illegal procedure on Josh Toff. I don't think he was set a full second.
Yeah, he did. He did come up out of his stance and then got back down.
But he is a guy that can go in motion and stay in motion, so maybe a good call by the referee.
So here comes Harris with the play. Crowd is very silent on both sides of the field here. Once again, another full house backfield, handoff, left side, touchdown Bruins! Going in, Sam Houston.
What an excellent job by Sam, just lowering his shoulder, following the blocking by big number 54, Michael Mascari, and you've got to hand it to the offensive line too. Good job by them firing out, taking control of the defensive line, but Big Sam just lowering his shoulder, getting those 3 yards, and kind of securing this ball game probably for the Bear River Bruins.
Yeah, this could be the 40th point of the game. So
my lips are freezing a little more.
The wind has picked up here, and the temperature has dropped, and it is going.
We got an electric blanket provided by Gil Dominguez in the Commander 2
down
truck.
Up, and it's going to be short. Boy, the center tonight is really kind of struggling with the high snaps to the punters, and then a high snap there to the. So that's 3 or 4. The conversions that have not gone.
Marty, I'm sorry for talking over that extra point on you.
That's not a problem.
21-21. Here's a replay of the touchdown.
Here it is. Now watch this.
Carcito just leading the way, and Sam Houston just lowering his shoulder, protecting the football. And if you watch the defensive line by the Lincoln Zebras, it's just blown off the ball.
Pushed back, yep. Carcito in there, and
Jason Grady, nice job by the 6'5", 255-pound senior, doing a nice job driving off the ball.
Mascari also with a good block. Second overtime score over at Colfax is 21-21. So they got a Donnybrook going on over there. California tiebreakers in effect.
Interesting that Colfax must have a pretty stout defense to hold the Placer-Hillman that have put about 110 points on the board the last 2 weeks to only 21 points.
Here comes the kick, and it's going to be another short fair catch is called on the 35-yard line. Well, so now the ball will be put in play on the Zebras 35-yard line with the score 39-21 and 2:13 left to go in this ball game. For all intents and purposes, there's just no way with no timeouts that they're going to be able to close the gap with 19 points. Is there? You got a way we can get 19 points? And
I don't think that.
Okay.
I mean, Lincoln hasn't shown the ability to score and then get the ball back.
So going, there's a handoff right side. They getting a good block out there, and they're going to bring him down, but it'll go for a first down. That was once again
Oscar Fernandez.
No, that was Humiston.
Yeah,
big run there.
Bobby Humiston. So good run. They just turn around and then fake it and then hand off inside of the trap, coming back underneath. And, a double reverse, the same call you made earlier. So Humiston carried the ball as we're watching the replay.
And here's the replay here.
So nice run on a previous play by Bobby Humiston. Yeah. Good inside handoff, the double reverse.
And
what do we got now, Marty?
Well, there was a run around the left side, but there was going to be a hold call, I believe, against the offense.
Holding.
Yep,
on
that's
the
what
offense.
That's what I saw. I saw the flag come in. I saw the hold.
And repeat the down.
So bringing in a fresh body here, Armando Hurtado, huh?
Comes into the ball game. First down 20, 1:55 left. Here's a handoff again. And look at that. Here he goes again, and he's going to be brought down. And that is number, is that Fernandez again, number 26?
That was, yeah.
Boy, he's a load, isn't he? He's got some speed once he gets by the line of scrimmage. Took 2 defenders to bring him down. Bear River shifting around on defense. Clock continues to run. There's the handoff, and Bear River stops that one. And Alex Ria comes up and first man that hit Rodriguez there.
Oh, big Garrett Jensen, too. Young junior, 6'4", 230, doing a great job on the defensive line.
Rolling out now, looking over the middle, and it's in. Fernandez incomplete, must have hit the ground. 1:10 left to go. The Zebras continuing to drive down the field and not giving up under any circumstance here.
That's one way to stop the clock with an incomplete. Wouldn't have gained much anyways if Fernandez would have caught it.
So there's the handoff up the middle, and Bear River stuffs that one. Coming up and making the stop is Chiardi again. Clock continues to run, 58 and counting. No timeouts left for the Zebras.
Trying to get a couple more plays off here, huh, Marty?
Yeah, just add to the stats. Now there's a pass is thrown. I don't know whether you noticed this, Rick, but every one of the players has got a 24-21 Colfax beat Placer. Just heard that, but I was going to tell you that every one of the players on the Zebras has got all the plays on their wristband. They look over at the sideline and they flash in the play number. Then they all look down at their wristband, and then they know they know what the play is going to be.
Well, I think that's good observation by you, and maybe that's just a way that they can kind of have a hurry-up offense in there. They can just call us a one number in, and they can look down at their wristband and would it have the whole play on there? That'd be interesting to see that. So
now wholesale substitution coming in here now for the Bruins with 42 seconds left.
Was it the offense taking over the ball, or is it fourth down? There's some confusion out there on the field. Looks like it's first down for Bear River. I thought it was 4th and 8 for Lincoln.
That's what I thought. Well, Bear River's got the ball. Lavelle comes in as the quarterback.
There's an interesting change of events.
Yeah, no kidding. I missed a play someplace along the way.
Well, the scoreboard missed it, Marty. The sideline missed it. So
referees, then there's a handoff right side. And clock will run. Bear River won't stop it. They'll probably one more play. And the final score of this ball game is academic right now as we come to the close of the fourth quarter is 39-21 in favor of Bear River. And there is a stop. Ball carrier was Jake Cross, the senior, 215 pound.
He paid for it, though. He
did.
The Lincoln guy came in there with full intent, saying he's going to get his last shot before the game ended.
And there it is. The gun sounds, and Bear River showing here on the touchdown production scoreboard. Bear River 39, the Lincoln Zebras 21.
Thank all of our friends and players and family from Lincoln for coming here tonight.
Well, the referees head off the field, and the players come to the 50-yard line to exchange handshakes, and that'll bring this ball game to a close as Bear River goes 2-1 in league play, 6-2 overall for the season, and it's a big win here tonight, Rick, for the Bruins.
Well, the weather certainly didn't look favorable early on, but Bear River, after getting down quickly 7-0, looked like they were going to be in a ball game, and then put 33 unanswered points on the board. Shows a lot of the character of the team that Coach Savoy and Coach Logue have put together here. Seem like high-quality young men that are dedicated the year to Justin Butler.
We would like to remind you that you're watching exclusive coverage of Bear River Bruin football right here on the Touchdown Production Sports Network.
John Sievert has over 20 years of experience with the human body. As a clinical expert in manual therapy, John knows how to help your body repair itself and is dedicated to making you whole again. Whether it's sports injuries or rehabilitation, Sievert Physical Therapy accepts most insurance plans and is located near the fairgrounds. John Sievert is proud to donate his time as a physical trainer for the Bear River Bruin football program.
Mike Bratton is the neighbor you can count on for your most important insurance decisions, 24 hours a day.
The first step begins with a phone call. Hi, I'm Mike Bratton, your good neighbor State Farm agent, and I look forward to hearing from you. Since 1984, my team and I have been educating clients and developing long-term relationships through personalized and professional guidance on their insurance programs. We will put you in the driver's seat and strive to enhance each encounter you have with us.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The Painter family's been feeding Nevada County since 1959, and October marks 51 years serving you. SPD Market is proud to be the only IGA family-owned and operated market in the area. You're sure to see your friends and neighbors in Grass Valley or Nevada City. You can trust that in these tough economic times, SPD will continue to offer you the best value and contribute to the welfare of our community. SPD, a hometown-proud IGA market.
Gold and silver are more important as a part of your investment portfolio more now than ever before. There's inflationary pressures. China alone could push the gold price more than double from $1,000 to $2,000 an ounce. Hi, my name is Jason Hommel and welcome to the JH Mint. Here at the JH Mint we have all sorts of gold and silver. We have about 200 ounces of gold. We have about 20,000 ounces of silver or more in stock. We also assay or scrap gold jewelry and placer gold, and we will be here for all of your gold and silver investing needs Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
B&C is your neighborhood home and garden center for both builders and consumers. They carry everything you need. In their garden center, you'll find a complete nursery along with expert advice on trees, shrubs, perennials, and garden enhancements. They're open 7:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday and 8 to 5 on Sunday. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center in the Fowler Center, Grass Valley. And, of course, by Touchdown Productions, the Foothills leader in sports television. This is Gil Dominguez saying thanks a lot for joining us tonight. And be sure to tune in every single week on NCTV, Comcast Channel 11, Suddenlink Channel 16, and ACTV Channel 20 in Auburn. And, of course, around the world at NevadaCountyTV.org. Just click on live streaming or on demand. We're Touchdown Productions, making memories since 1997. Guys, back up to you.
All-phase solar heating and air conditioning. All-phase uses superior patented technology that removes more airborne allergens than the filtered air in any other cleaning system. All-phase is certified as a Bryant Premier dealer and carries a full line of Bryant products to ensure you stay warm in the winter and cool in the summer. Their certified technicians are trained to diagnose, repair, and replace any part of your HVAC system for total outdoor comfort, all air, solar, heating, and air conditioning. Indoor.
Living in Nevada County means living with trees. Hi, my name is John Pay. Our family has had property on Banner Mountain for the last 60 years. For the last 15 years, our property has been taken care of by Amancio Gutierrez. I highly recommend Amancio if you have trees that need climbing, if you have brush that needs clearing, if you have a fire danger, 305-0012. Thank you.
It's Roadhouse food from around the world at the old 5 Mile House on Highway 20, your 5-minute getaway. Fall is here, so it's time to enjoy the comfort inside the 5 Mile House with Oktoberfest. The taste of Germany includes Wiener Schnitzel, Sauerbraten, and Bratwurst, along with special events all month long. Get something for everyone at the old 5 Mile House, your 5-minute getaway.
Hi, my name's Mark from Swayze's Public Wholesale at 140 East McKnight Way. At Swayze's, we have all kinds of automotive tools. We have all kinds of fasteners, 3 different pitches of metrics. We have safety equipment. And don't forget our glove world. We carry over 600 styles of gloves. If your canopy was damaged this winter, we have all the parts and supplies to fix and repair it or expand it. It's Swayze's Public Wholesale. We have everything you need for everything you do. Open every day, 8 to 5 on the weekdays, open till 4 on the weekends.
Welcome to Grass Valley Glass, family owned and operated by the Stallman family since 1989. Grass Valley Glass is your local expert in the repair of single and dual pane windows. And don't forget about your auto, truck, or motorhome. Grass Valley Glass also offers same-day repair or replacement on all your auto glass needs, and we work with all insurance companies. Remember, if it's glass, it's Grass Valley Glass.
Walker's Office Supplies. Mike Anderson and his family at Walker's Office Supplies specialize in ways to make your business and home become more efficient. They carry thousands of products, from printer ink to pencils. You can shop in the store, order over the phone, or on the net at walkersgv.com, and they'll deliver it usually in just one day. Walker's Office Supplies, 535 Main Street in Grass Valley.
There's Bill Slade and Sons Trucking Award of our player of the game. It goes to big number 12, Brandon Wooner, and he'll get a nice plaque, as you see there on the right, from Stuckey Engravers. There it is, our player of the game, presented by Bill Slade and Sons Trucking. So congratulations to Brandon, and he put on quite a performance tonight.
Did a nice job. 3 catches, 1 for a touchdown.
Your car or truck is an extension of your personality. Chuck Cavros knows this, so Top This delivers truck and auto attitude every day with in-store displays featuring thousands of products from WeatherGuard, DZ, bracket truck racks, along with a large selection of aftermarket performance products, all from the top manufacturers. So give your car or truck the attitude it deserves at Top This Truck and Auto Accessories. Bob and Kurt Pinkham have been serving your carpet needs in Grass Valley since 1977. That's over 50 years of experience. Their new 3,500 square foot showroom is stuffed with the latest designs in carpet, vinyl, hardwood, and ceramic tile flooring products from all the top manufacturers. With many products in stock in their huge 3,500 square foot warehouse. It's Bob's Discount Carpet in Grass Valley. The Hauser family reminds you if it's round, rubber, and it rolls, then you're sure to find it at Plaza Tire and Auto Service. From regular car and truck tires to small specialty tires for your trailers and golf carts, you can trust Plaza Tire has the tire for you. They stake their reputations on it every day. Plaza Tire and Auto Service. Auto repair done on your schedule, not theirs, in Penn Valley, Nevada City, and in Colfax.
Hi, I'm Dawn Whitmore, branch manager at Adecco Grass Valley. Adecco is a full-service human resources provider.
I'm Autumn Payne, your staffing consultant here at Adecco. If you're an employer, we have the perfect workers for you.
I'm Lisa Harkey, senior staffing consultant here at Adecco. We know the economy is still tight, but we're here to help you find employment.
We look forward to serving you.
And by Touchdown Productions, now in our 14th season of presenting only the best in local sports television. This is Marty Mortensen along with Rick Ellwood saying thank you for tuning in, and be sure to join us next time for more exciting high school football on your NorCal Game of the Week. Next week, Jim Adams, Paul Brown will be at Nevada Union as the Miners return home to face Wood Creek in another must-win situation, and Rick and I will be at Placer High School as the Hillman take on Center. It's 2 more sports telecasts produced by Touchdown Productions, now seen all over the world at NevadaCountyTV.org. Just click on Watch NCTV Now or On Demand for your next broadcast of the NorCal Game of the Week. And Rick, as the fans continue to file out of the stadium here tonight at Bear River, we've got the rain had stopped in the middle of by the middle of the third quarter, and but then the wind picked up. But all in all, it was a it was a very good win here tonight for Bear River, even in these bad conditions.
Good win, a must win. And now with Colfax beating Placer, they're kind of back in the thick of things for the league championship race.
Yeah, they certainly are. And Bear River is if they can beat Colfax, then if they get by Foothill and then can beat Colfax, then they're right in the hunt. So it's going to come down to an exciting finish here in the PVL, and we're looking forward to bringing you all of these exciting football telecasts as we continue the quest for a playoff from either Colfax, Placer, or Bear River. All right, your executive producer and director for tonight's game is Gilbert M. Dominguez. Remote coordinator tonight, Sean Kashevsky. Titles and replay by Lynn Dominguez and Morgan Whitmore. Your announcers for tonight's game, Marty Mortensen along with Rick Ellwood. Thanks, Rick.
Thank you, Marty.
Camera operators tonight, Sean Kashevsky, Daryl Pay, and Onor Olmez. Office manager doing double duty tonight, Lynn Dominguez. Remote facilities provided by the Commander 2. Commander 2 maintenance provided by Plaza Tire and Auto Service. Player of the Game Award, Touchdown Productions and Spooky Engravers. Touchdown Sportswear, DK In Stitches, and What's Your Sign? Touchdown Accounting, Sierra Business Management, Don Gillis, Cinto Graziano, LLP. And we sure love to hear from you. Give us a call at 530-274-2206. Ask for Gil. Tell him how you're enjoying these games. And also, don't forget to look for us on Facebook. Come on out, join up, and meet us on Facebook. So for Rick Ellwood, Marty Mortensen, Gil Dominguez, we'll see you next time on your NorCal Game of the Week.